Hey, what's going on, Who That Nation? It is yours truly, TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast, and welcome to a special State of the Saints podcast, Super Bowl 55 edition. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to be watching Super Bowl 55 here on the State of the Saints podcast together, man. You know, we have two teams, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs, about to square off for the Super Bowl championship. And look, I completely understand how a lot of people feel in the Who That Nation watching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a team that's in the same division as the New Orleans Saints in the regular season. The Saints knocked them off twice, but couldn't knock them off for that third time that mattered most, man. And watching this game, I know it makes you feel with a lot of emotions, a lot of emotions where you just realize that, part of you is like, okay, man, they went to the Super Bowl. Congratulations to them. But you just can't help but to think, man, that you know for a fact in your heart and in your soul that you're a better football team than what you're about to watch right now. And then you have the Kansas City Chiefs, another team the Saints played in the regular season. And, a couple of plays would have went the right way. The New Orleans Saints would have knocked them off as well. But not going to let that get in the middle of, all the pageantry and everything like that. We just saw the national anthem, America the Beautiful, sung and played by her, who did an outstanding job. Jasmine Sullivan, did an outstanding job as well as the country music star. So we're about to get ready, man, to watch this game. Feel free to comment down below, but oh man, it's gonna be some rough stuff right here, man. I got to be honest with you. Watching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play this football game, it's gonna be rough, man. Especially from what we've seen this year. Okay, but it is what it is. Mark says Chiefs will win. Mahomes good. Yeah, Mahomes is definitely a really good football player, man. I mean, just a magical guy. Can make all of the throws and make even the most complicated throws look easy. But it's going to be an interesting game. Put your predictions down below. Feel free to do so. Hate to say it, but I got a feeling that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers about to win this football game. Please prove me wrong, football guys. Please prove me wrong. But I got a feeling they're about to win this football game. Let's see. I want the Bucks to suffer. Jerry, I think a lot of people in the Who That Nation and NFC South feels the same way you do. It's time. Get Chiefs' second Super Bowl ring. You must be rooting for the Chiefs. Now, I'm not rooting for anybody. I ain't got a dog in the fight. I just feel like the Bucks gonna win this football game. Like I said, I just hope I get proven wrong. Can the game start already? All this talking and singing. Well, I just woke up. I woke up about 30 minutes ago, so I didn't catch all that. I just caught walking out of the locker room, and I just seen the national anthem in America the Beautiful sing, before I had a seat. So Roy says Bucks sold out and now it's paying off. Yep. And that's one thing too, that's one thing you can't get mad at them about. I mean, they pushed all their chips to the table, man, and they said let it ride. And here they are, man. For the first time, they made the playoffs since 2007. And, I mean, now they're in the Super Bowl, man, which is pretty remarkable when you think about it. All it just took was, a few players and, all-time great quarterback in order for them to get to this spot. But a part of you can't even get mad at them in that regards because you just wish that the New Orleans Saints would have kind of did the same thing. I just can't believe Mahomes only 25 second Super Bowl is incredible. Yeah, man. I mean, this dude is a beast, man. But he does have one of the most underrated and I've considered like one of the best coaches of the modern era, as his head coach and Andy Reid. We tend to forget about how good Andy Reid was with the Philadelphia Eagles, leading them to 5 straight NFC championship games, a Super Bowl berth. That was hard to do, man. I mean, it gets swept under the rug because they could never get over that hump. And when they went to the Super Bowl, they didn't win. But Andy Reid is always like a coach that gets his team ready. They win about 9-10 games a season. So I got a lot of respect for Patrick Mahomes and what he does. But Andy Reid is the guy that's behind the greatness of Patrick Mahomes. And it's crazy to believe that we were one pick away from getting this dude. Like that's what I think about. I'm happy and satisfied. I think both franchises got really good players. The Chiefs got Mahomes, the Saints got Lattimore, but if the Chiefs didn't move up, most likely Patrick Mahomes would have been a New Orleans Saint. And what you think about it, like knowing what you know now, the talent that this guy possessed, you will wonder to yourself, like, would Drew Brees be finishing his career with the New Orleans Saints? Because you know that Patrick Mahomes' career and you know what I'm saying, that his skill set is undeniable. So what would have happened, man? What would have happened if Patrick Mahomes would have ended up getting drafted by the Saints? You probably wouldn't have seen Drew Brees towards the tail end of his career being in the Saints uniform. So that would have been interesting. But I think both franchises, once again, I mean, I think they won. The Saints got a really good, all-pro caliber cornerback in Marshawn Lattimore, and they got a really good quarterback that's going to be with their team for another 10, 15 years if he stays healthy. Yeah, Bucks winning. I just feel it. If Winston starts for the Saints next year, I think we win 12 games. Well, I just hope so. I don't even care about the games at this point. I think we all just can understand that man, at this point, it really don't matter. All this, they need to win a division, winning 10 and 12 games. Like, look, I mean, all I care about the Saints being there in the end. I don't care how it gets done. I really don't. I can care less. I can care less how it gets done. All I care about is them winning. I don't care about no division titles no more. I don't care about sweeping no South. I just want the Saints to be in the Super Bowl. That's all I care about. And just watching these other teams, that come out the NFC who struggles for years, and then they get a new GM or they get a new quarterback, and all of a sudden they just jump right in front of the Saints. It's frustrating, man. We're about to watch a team that the Saints beat twice in a regular season, swept them, and lost to them in the playoffs, man. Like it just frustrating, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a football fan also, so I'm gonna watch this game, as a football fan. But my goodness, just watching this, man, like honestly, you just wonder to yourself, like, what would have happened? What would have happened if they didn't have those turnovers? What would have happened if Jared Cook didn't fumble when he converted that third down? What would have happened, if the Saints could flip the field or punt the football when they could have, when they couldn't convert a third down? Like, what would have happened? What would have happened if Lattimore, instead of, knocking down a pass, he would have stood up and caught a pick six? What would have happened is Deontay Harris would have stayed in the game, and then leave with a stinger. I mean, it just leaves you like with so many unanswered questions, man. But it is what it is. He would be great for us, but we sell the house to get him. Mm-hmm. I thought that record determined if you are the home team. I'm not too sure, man. I think so. I think that's how it goes. I think the best record is supposed to be the home team, be recognized as the home team. But kickoff is about to start right now. They're about to kick off, man, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. All right. I guess they're giving Tampa Bay the nod because, they really are the home team. He's coming out with it. He gets tackled at about the 23-yard line. Okay, so here we go. It looked like Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense is about to take the field. Tom Brady, 10th Super Bowl, 5 more than any other quarterback, 6 wins, 2 more than any other quarterback. I mean, what a resume by number 12. And interested to see, man, what they're going to do in these first 15 plays, man. These are scripted plays right now. Tom Brady first and 10. All right, see what they got. Play action pass. Flip the ball off to Chris Godwin. Gets barely anything at all. All right. I mean, Breland, a rookie, man. You know what I'm saying? Breland has Breland's not a rookie. Breland's had a really solid season. I'm thinking about Snead, the rookie out of, Louisiana. Dude's a really good cornerback right now. So let's see what we got here. Man. It's a second down. Second down and 8. All right. They hand it off to Leonard Fournette. Drives forward, gets about 2 to 3 yards on that play. Good solid run right there. You want to get Leonard Fournette started in this game. Got to have a balanced attack, try to wear down that Kansas City Chiefs defense. All right. They're 14th against the pass, 21st against the rush of the Kansas City Chiefs defense. Steve Spagnuolo going up against Tom Brady again in the Super Bowl. Here we go. Tom Brady throws the ball, and it's incomplete, 3 and out for the Kansas City Chiefs, right off the hands of Chris Godwin. So just like that, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers get a 3 and out, and the Kansas City Chiefs defense, good solid start, man. Good solid start right there. Chris Godwin, I can't too much blame him on that play right there, man. He didn't. I don't think he really had a chance with that when he got his hands on it. Chris Godwin, man, he's been struggling this season, man. I know he had surgery on his hand. I know he had his hands taped throughout the season, had his fingers taped together. But they're gonna really have to rely on him in order for him to make some plays. All right, here's the punt. All right, good solid punt right here. Good solid punt. Hardman lets it go. All right, takes a Kansas City bounce and they down it. All right, here we go. Here comes last year's Super Bowl MVP, former NFL MVP, Patrick Mahomes. Kansas City try to make history here, man. First time since 2003. Can the team, can they be the team that went back to back? All right, here we go right here, okay? Let's see what the Kansas City Chiefs are going to do. And let's see what the Tampa Bay defense is going to do, man. You got a couple guys that have Super Bowl experience like Ndamukong Suh and like Jason Pierre-Paul. But let's see what they do defensively. Okay, throw the ball. Good solid pass right there. Goes absolutely nowhere. Okay, a lot of trash talking right there. No Pringle. Devin White getting into it. Devin White looks fired up. We all know what Devin White is. He just basically single-handedly destroyed the Saints in the divisional round alone. All right, regular season ranks. They first in offense, 16 in running. Overall, they're the number 1 overall offense in the National Football League. Good fun fact here. AFC has won 15 of the last 23 Super Bowls. All right, here we go. He just throws the ball away. Couldn't find anybody. And Shaq Barrett right there, the disruptor. He was really, really key last week versus the Green Bay Packers, man. He was in that backfield. So they've got to make sure that they get somebody on him because he can be a disruptor. He had a decent season this season. Last year, we know that, he was one of those top guys in sacks. So you definitely got to make sure that you account for Shaq Barrett. Here's a 3rd and 7 right here. Here we go. Patrick Mahomes changing the offense, making audibles, giving people the signals. All right, here we go. Snap. Patrick Mahomes looking, finds nobody. He's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to get an easy first down, and he scampers out of bounds. Good run right there, good decision-making. But that's what happens right here, man. They're playing a lot of cover 3. They're going to be playing back. Tampa Bay Buccaneers don't want, anything to go over their head. So when you have the safeties playing far back, the linebackers also covering, that opens up opportunities for Patrick Mahomes. Thank you, Tom Brady, for the $2. Says, wait till I get out there. I'm tearing ish up. Well, Tom Brady, hopefully, for your team's sake, you can. Here we go. Patrick Mahomes snaps the ball. He looks. He finds nobody. He gets flushed out of the pocket, and he runs again, gets about 2 yards on a play, brings up 2nd down. You got to give credit to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now, man. They're playing really good in coverage. Patrick Mahomes isn't finding anything, but that gives them room to run. As you can see, he has opportunities to run. So there's a double-edged sword right here. You got Tyreek Hill, you got him bracketed, but it's also leaving guys, leaving Patrick Mahomes wide open for some lanes, okay? Funny, we haven't really seen a running play just yet. And here we go again. They throw the ball again. Here we go down the sidelines, and it is incomplete. Intended for Hartman on that play, man. Good coverage by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on that play. I think that was Murphy Bunting, if I'm not mistaken, that was in coverage on it. All right, the defense, the pass defense of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 21st, and they are first against the rush. The number 6 overall defense. A lot of playmakers in that secondary. It's a 3rd and 8 here. They're in a shotgun formation. No running plays yet by the Kansas City Chiefs, man. I mean, got to have a balanced attack, but I guess they want to live and die by Patrick Mahomes early in the game. Here we go. Throws the ball down the field, and it is incomplete. Intended for Nico Hartman again, and now it is 4th and 8, and the Kansas City Chiefs are going to have to punt. I mean, good overall coverage right now. You have to wonder to yourself, man. I mean, Hartman was wide open on that play. It seems like the pressure up front by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers kind of made Patrick Mahomes rush that pass. So here we go, punting the football. Here we go. It's in the air right now. And gets out of the way, and it rolls out of bounds, okay? Got to make sure that you try to get that ball before it gets out of bounds. And now we got Tom Brady coming out for his second series. Both defenses starting off pretty good. No big plays by either team. All right, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers aren't allowing the Kansas City Chiefs to get the ball down the field. Good stuff. Bring the pressure. Yeah, they definitely got to bring the pressure. It looks like Tampa Bay Buccaneers are. But the thing about it is, it's giving Patrick Mahomes opportunities to tuck it and run. I mean, so they're going to find out what they're doing, and I'm pretty sure they're going to try to take advantage of it. Bucks defense came to play. Yeah, I mean, look, they had a really good look at these guys. I mean, they played them earlier in the season, and the Kansas City Chiefs in the first half were dominant. In the second half, you had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers kind of settled down and made that game interesting towards the end. Tom Brady is coming out. Personally, I could care less about commercials. Yeah, man, what y'all think about the Super Bowl commercials? It's always a big deal every single year. Talking about the Super Bowl commercial, what's the best, what's the worst, this, that, and the third. Not really big on Super Bowl commercials. I just think that just kind of goes with the whole Super Bowl package. But as for me, I can care less about the Super Bowl. Chiefs O-line is trash. Look, I don't want to say the O-line is trash. I mean, you got some playmakers on the defensive side of the ball with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They can get some pressure with their forward, man. Those guys aren't slouches. Who that Saints Nation? Let's go Chiefs. Kirkland says the Bucs defense look nice, but it's only so long that you can hold the Chiefs offense. Well, I mean, it's the first plays of the game. I mean, those plays were pretty much scripted. So, they were basically, doing those first 15 plays based on some things they probably seen on film for both, for the respective teams. So when they settle down, once they realize what those teams are doing, you'll probably see, the offenses take advantage of the defense. But right now, both defenses looking really good. When you think you got Mahomes where you want him, he takes off and run. Yeah, I mean, you're probably going to see this quite a bit. They're not going to be able to have a linebacker that's going to be able to be eyeing him throughout the game because, I mean, you got to take account Kelsey. And then also you got those other, receivers out there that, you have to have a linebacker looking at and the running back like Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who also catch out of the backfield. So there's a lot going on here. What's up, TJ from Randolph Air Force Base? What's going on, Jasper, man? Shouts out to everybody that's tuning in. That's members of the armed forces. Thank you all for what you do, man. Thank you for being on the front line, defending freedom for each and every one of us. We appreciate that, man. Thank you. Game is now back on. 1st and 10, Tom Brady under center. We got Gronk in motion. Here we go. Here's a handoff. Ronald Jones, first play of the game, breaking free, breaking through some tackles and getting a first down by the gain of 12 yards. And definitely going to need Ronald Jones to step up in his game throughout the playoffs. He's been dealing with knee and hamstring injuries, man. So he's a very good change of pace back, man. You got Leonard Fournette, who's the bruiser of the team. But Ronald Jones is a guy that can get in between those tackles, man, and he can lower the boom, man. He can break one off. So definitely going to need that 1-2 punch to be able to help out the offense. And if the offense can run the football, it could be a tough day for the Kansas City Chiefs defense, man. Here we go. A wheel around to Scotty Miller goes absolutely nowhere. He loses about 3 to 4 yards on that play, man. Clark with the tackle brings up 2nd and 13. The Kansas City Chiefs, man, their defense, man, they're very solid. They're very solid when it comes to the tackling, man. I mean, really good eye discipline by this defense. Not going to wow you or anything like that. They don't have a lot of playmakers. Just got a bunch of solid guys out there. And sometimes that's all you need. You don't need big names all the time. Here we go. Tom Brady throws it, and it's caught by Cameron Brate. And Brate gets about 4 yards on that play. So brings up the 3rd and 8. Very manageable 3rd and 8. Possibility you can't convert on that play. I'm assuming people are ahead of me on this. I do apologize. I'm gonna stop looking because I think some of you all television is ahead of mine. So I just seen what came up next. But it's 3rd and 8. Tom Brady in the shotgun. We got Chris Godwin in motion, and Tom Brady back to pass, and he is brought down on a play. Tom Brady goes down. It is a sack by former New Orleans Saint Alex Okafor, man. So you got to be excited about that. Him playing in the 2nd Super Bowl, former New Orleans Saint Alex Okafor with the sack on the play. I'll be ripping them. Thank you very much for the $5. Says, who would win a triple threat match between Dude Love, Mankind, and Cactus Jack? The special guest referee would be Mick Foley. Well, you talk about the 3 faces of Foley going up against each other. I'm going to go with Cactus Jack because Cactus Jack is just really, really crazy. Yeah, okay. Well, y'all ahead of me, but I apologize. Let me see if I can. Well, he moves forward. Let's see if I can get on track with you all. I'm actually watching this on a app, so let's see if I back out and get back in. Will I be sped up with you all? If not, it is what it is, man. I'm just not gonna watch the screen. He said we are ahead of you. Yeah, y'all probably watching live, live on CBS. I'm actually watching on the CBS app, that's down in my office. So it's been 11 years since our boys been in this game, sadly. Yeah, I mean, with all the talent they had over the years, you have to believe that the New Orleans Saints should be somewhere in the Super Bowl, even if they were in the Super Bowl and were not successful in it. So if the Bucs lose, they have a Pro Bowl roster. What's going to be an excuse for them? Well, I don't know. I mean, the game is young right now. Both teams are trying to figure things out, but they wouldn't have no excuse. And to be honest with you, I just feel like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, win or lose, you can always write the narrative that they overachieved. They just thought that, Tom Brady come in, we win a couple games. But now it's like, okay, win a Super Bowl. I mean, you basically, when you think about it, they just overachieved. So win or lose, they playing with house money right now. There's going to be an excuse built in because a lot of people may feel like they don't even believe it. Go to YouTube TV and get a free trial for 7 days. You can watch the Super Bowl that way. It's good on the CBS app here. I got it's free. I'm looking at the free trial right now. But it's all good, man. Y'all might know what's going to happen for me, but we still watching together for the most part. It upsets me to watch a team that we dog walk twice playing right now. Yeah, to say the least. Hey, who that family? Hope y'all having a good day today. Shouts out to you, Idris. RJ Mason says it's hurt every year. We're not in the Super Bowl. Man, my goodness. That's an understatement. Man, it's hurt knowing that the Saints have talent and can't make it. That's the worst thing about this. And like I said, man, the Saints beat both of the, beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers twice and was really close to beating the Kansas City Chiefs. So, like I said, the ball bounced their way a couple of times. You might get yourself a victory versus Kansas City. or it depends on like how you looked at the game. Maybe the Saints, weren't as good as people make them out to be, but they still made it a competitive game. And as far as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, like I said, I just feel like we're a better football team than them. That's just my honest opinion. I think we need a second bottle of wine. I'm going to drink for everybody. Why not? Game is back on where I'm at. It's 1st and 10. Excuse me for chewing in y'all ear. We got Patty Mahomes on 1st and 10. Okay, we got to reverse the Tyreek Hill. Okay, good solid block right there by the offensive lineman, and they get a few yards on that play. Not nothing too major. But you can tell like what they're trying to do. They're trying to get, they're going to try to get Tyreek Hill involved in this game. You know that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to make sure that they don't give up anything cheap, anything deep. So got to find other ways to get these guys involved. Here we go, 2nd and 5. I guess you can count that as a running play. Not many running plays by the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay, here we go. Here's a handoff. First time tonight. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Clyde Edwards-Helaire got to be on cloud 9 right now. Last year, around this time, he was a national champion with LSU. In his very first year with the Kansas City Chiefs, he's in a Super Bowl. So you have a guy that went to the highest game in college football, and now you got him playing on the grandest stage in NFL, and this guy can win. I got to look at this. Has there ever been a guy who won a national championship and a Super Bowl back-to-back? Have you ever seen that? I've never seen that before. I never seen it. I'm pretty sure it's happened, but pretty remarkable when you think about it. Here we go. We got Patrick Mahomes rolling. Okay, and he gets close to the first down. Well, and it looks like they're going to give it to him. That's a very, very, very generous spot that they just gave him. It don't get more generous than what happened right there. It looked like they gave him an extra 2 yards on that play. Unless he extended his arm quite a bit, okay. It's like they gave it to him. 1st and 10. Like a very generous spot right there, but it is what it is. Here we go. Here's the handoff to Clyde Edwards-Helaire breaking free. Good solid tackle right there, but Clyde Edwards-Helaire right now, running ball really strong, running in between the tackles. Good to see him playing right now, man. Against that, versus the Saints, he ended up getting hurt. Didn't look too good. For him to be out there right now, it's pretty good, man. Pretty remarkable that he's out there, especially dealing with an injury like that. Here we go, 2nd and 4. Helaire is in motion. We got Mahomes, empty backfield. And, okay, we got a free play right here. You got a free play, throws it up in the end zone, and it is tipped away, incomplete. But it's going to be offsides on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So smart play by Patrick Mahomes, throwing the ball down the field. It's a free play. So no harm, no foul. 5-yard penalty and a replay of a first down. So good smart play by Patrick Mahomes, throwing the ball down the field. Offsides on Jason Pierre-Paul. They're a little bit overzealous right now trying to get to Patrick Mahomes. You got to make sure that you get pressure on this guy. And, you got to make sure that you don't give him anything easy. Here we go. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs, and they are moving right now, man. They're moving. Here we go. Hartman in motion. And here we go. Free play. Almost intercepted. Almost intercepted on that play. I don't know what was going on with that. I don't know if it was a miscommunication or not. But my goodness, man, that could have easily been a pick 6. He timed that play perfectly, man. Good eye discipline by the defender, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, okay? Good eye discipline, man. That could have been an interception. Patrick Mahomes gives you plays like that at least once or twice a game, man. You just got to be ready to get it. Here we go. And here we go with option play. and it goes absolutely nowhere. We got Tiger on Tiger right there. We got Devin White tackling Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So LSU connection right there. Man, we got Tiger on Tiger right there. There it is, man. Devin White, unbelievable player, man. I mean, we knew how good he was coming out of LSU, but he is definitely going to be a force years down the line once he gets a little bit better in coverage. We got a 3rd and 11. Shotgun play. Here we go. All right. Looked like Murphy Bunting was trying to come on a blitz, and he still is going to come on a blitz. Good pickup. And okay, steps up. Patrick Mahomes flick of the wrist. And almost caught by Tyreek Hill. Almost made a spectacular play. My goodness. Only a few people can make a pass like that, man. Under duress. You got Patrick Mahomes, steps up in the pocket and throws the ball. I mean, just awkwardly, man. Like, guy didn't even plant his feet. Tyreek Hill almost had it, man, right in his face mask. So here we go. Here comes a 49-yard field goal by Harrison Butker. Here we go, man. 4th and 11. They shift. Snap. Placement. Kick is on the way, and it is good. So the Kansas City Chiefs are the first on the board. 3-0. So at least you get something out of that drive. And now it's Tom Brady's turn. See what his offense can do. Y'all know y'all going to get commentary too, huh? I will be happy when we officially have a mobile quarterback to take over. Yeah, you definitely need a guy that can move around that pocket. As y'all can see, Patrick Mahomes, he's not the fastest guy in the world, but, at least you can get a guy that's getting out of the pocket. I hope the Saints make it to the Super Bowl next year. Man, my goodness. Don't we all? Kansas City injured O-line will give Bucs a chance. I mean, the Bucs are doing a good job. They're getting pressure on Patrick Mahomes, but he's stepping up in the pocket, making plays. Yes, sir. For a team that retains its talent is in cap hell is a luxury. Well, I think with Drew Brees, taking that significant pay cut, I think it's going to help the New Orleans Saints out quite a bit. So happy about that, man. So hopefully they can move some other things around, change up some salaries for players so they can get themselves out of this purgatory. Saints need to get another solid linebacker, sideline to sideline. I agree. They definitely need to look in the draft for a free agent to try to come in. I mean, they got diamonds in the rough out there. Just like how you found Demario Davis in free agency, you can find guys like Demario in free agency. It's just a matter of looking. Leanne said, loving the commentary. This is fun. Well, got to make it interesting. At the same time, being able to, talk to you all. Brady about to throw quick passes now. Well, might be a smart play. Just matriculating the ball down the field. That might be a smart thing to do. Jermaine, we would have had one if we drafted Patrick Queen and not the bum Ruiz. I won't call Ruiz a bum. I just feel like the fact that no OTAs, no minicamp, he wasn't able to play at his primary position. So I think you're going to see what Cesar Ruiz has next year when he plays his permanent position, which is center. We need another center. I disagree with that. Eric McCoy was really good. But like I said, him and Cesar Ruiz going to switch places. They're going to switch places. Devin White might be the best linebacker in the NFL. He up there. He's definitely up there, man. I just think that he struggles in coverage. That's kind of stopping him from being that top tier number one, undisputed number one linebacker. But he is very good. Devin White is a beast. Kansas City injured O-line, give Bucs a chance. I mean, already read that. We need another linebacker and another corner and maybe another safety. Reeves better hit them weights. Well, he's still a baby. You right there, O-line is breaking down. So the game is back on once again. This time, Kansas City is on the board, up 3-0. Here comes the kick, and I'm pretty sure this kick is going to go out of bounds, just like most kicks do in the National Football League, trying to be safe when it comes to the special team. So, those Kicks are easy to kick out into the end zone now these days. Let's see what Tom Brady can do, man. Let's see if Tom Brady can respond from a very solid drive from the Kansas City Chiefs. Very solid drive. I look for Tom Brady to test some of these cornerbacks out there really, really soon. Okay, 1st and 10. Here we go. Tom Brady sees the defense, makes his adjustments here. Okay, look like he switches off to a run. Good solid run right there. You know, sometimes it's good to run the football. No, it may not look all sexy and everything like that every single play, but those little small gains kind of help a little bit. You know, guys bumping into each other. When it comes late into these games, you know, you need that running game. You know what I'm saying? Like to beat up on that front four of the opposing team, and it'll pay dividends in the end. So I like the balanced attack by the Buccaneers right now. Here we go. Another handoff here. This off to Leonard Fournette, and he drives forward, and he is very close to a first down. Looked like he got about 6 on a play, about 6 yards. Oldest head coach in the Super Bowl, Bruce Arians, 68 years old. Very good looking 68-year-old guy, man. I wouldn't think that Bruce Arians would be 68 years old, but you know, Bruce Arians has been in the league for a very long time, man. Coached some of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game. So you know, this got to be really a really good experience for him. Here we go here. 3rd and 1. Handoff to Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette breaks free and gets his first down for his team, man. So Leonard Fournette really paying dividends right now. I mean, throughout the season, you was wondering to yourself, where has Leonard Fournette gone and where was his career going, man? He wasn't the Leonard Fournette that we all wanted him to be coming out of LSU. But, you know, he has emerged in the postseason. I mean, borderline Rajon Rondo-ish, you know. Rajon Rondo plays solid in the regular season, or below average, but when the playoffs come, my goodness, we know playoff Rondo is a beast. Here we go. We got the Honey Badger sneaking up. Here's the play action. Tom Brady all day can knit a sweater in a pocket and a flag on a play. And you're wondering what the heck is going on. Breedland had his hands up like, what the heck is going on here? I mean, what do I do? Got Mike Evans, you know, lip wrestling. So we got holding on a defense. So it's going to be an automatic first down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You know, those cornerbacks always wondering, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? But let's see what we got here. I mean, chippy to say the least. You know, like, I don't know, man. You got to let them play on this. You know, you got to let them play. You got to let them play, man, when the Super Bowl is on the line, man. I think you could have got away with that. I mean, I don't think that it was just, you know, just that horrible. Okay, here we go with the play action. Tom Brady throws it to the right, and it is caught by A.B. Antonio Brown for a first down. No, he has to be excited playing in the Super Bowl. A lot of people thought that it was over for Antonio Brown, all the things that he did off the field. But we all know what he can do on the field, man. And also has some questions about his health, dealing with a knee injury. Know he's out there right now. Probably got that little medicine in the knee to get the game started. So if you can get Antonio Brown involved in this game, along with all these other weapons that Tampa have, it can be tough. Okay, here we go. Play action. Quick pass. Okay, he's running. Cameron Brate down. I mean, good, solid run right there. Good pass by Tom Brady, man, going through his progressions. Here we go, man. Cameron Brate. I mean, Cameron Brate can easily be a number one on most teams in the National Football League. I mean, I guess you can say he's the number one tight end for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but I think he gets overshadowed sometimes because Rob Gronkowski is on the team. Here we go, man. Tampa Bay, man, good solid drive here. They got the Kansas City Chiefs on their heels. Okay, here we go with the running play. Okay, Leonard Fournette bounces out and gets the first down, man. Tough running by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now in this game. I mean, you got to give credit to them, man. Right now, they got a really good balanced attack going. They're confusing the Kansas City Chiefs. Leonard Fournette is running strong. Ronald Jones running strong. If you continue to run the football like this, it is going to be a very tough outing for the Kansas City Chiefs, but you can never count out the Kansas City Chiefs as long as number 15 is on the field. Here we go, man. 1st and 10. Ball on the 13-yard line. Here we go. Quick pass to Antonio Brown. Stiff arms a man and gets out of bounds, gets about 4 yards on the play. Antonio Brown once again. So they're getting Antonio Brown involved very early in this game, man. So if you can get him involved, I'm telling you, man, it's going to be very, very tough for the Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go. It's a 2nd and 5. Second and 5, man. Here we go here. Clock is ticking. 46, 45 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Tom Brady's shotgun throws the ball, and it is caught. Rob Gronkowski in for the touchdown. So Gronk gets into the end zone once again in a Super Bowl. And just like that, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers got a lead over the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, how many times have we seen this Brady to Gronk connection? 13th touchdown. Most in a postseason history by a quarterback and a tight end, or a quarterback and a receiver. I mean, these guys are magic, man. They're like Jordan and Pippen. They're like Batman and Robin. They're like Aspen and Simpson. I mean, these so here we go, man. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers get on the board early, get a 7-3 lead over the Kansas City Chiefs. Storyline on that drive is that flag, very ticky-tack to say the least, but nevertheless, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, good solid drive right there, man. That's the way you do it. Good balanced attack, running the football, throwing the football, all of the weapons were on display on that drive, man. All the weapons on that drive were on display on that one. So Bucs got too many weapons. If they're running game balling, they hard to beat. Exactly. Tampa Bay scored. Thank you. Like I said, I'm pretty sure a lot of you already know that you all probably ahead of me on some televisions. Still early OG. This game is not in Kansas City's hands. Jerry, relax, man. It's early. Jerry don't want them to score at all. Jerry like, man, look, goose egg them boys. Look, we all know it was going to be a back and forth game. I mean, look, these guys played each other earlier in the season. So when you have an opportunity to play a team early in the season, you know that, most likely more times than not, that, teams are going to make those adjustments. ATJ, you do, and call tonight. I don't know. I might, I'm gonna be going live for, until it's kind of close for me to go to work. I am going to work tonight. So I'm gonna be going live for a little while longer. I don't know if we're gonna go live to, after the game, looking at the clock. Most likely we won't, but go live as long as I possibly can. Tampa touchdown. I'm with Jerry. What's good, TJ? Happy to be here with you, brother Chosen. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Roy says, I've seen a Panther Super Bowl, Falcon Super Bowl, now these Bucs. Come on, Saints. Exactly. And you can make an argument that the Saints have better teams than any one of those teams that you just named. Maybe for the exception of the Panthers that year. Panthers defense was lights out and Cam Newton was on another level. But, man, you got to have the ball bounce your way sometimes. And you got to be able to take advantage, man. The Saints just so happened to play some of their worst football when it mattered most, man. Kirkland said Bucs used those big games. They signed that drive. If they got Mahomes' number on defense, look out. Yeah, man, if you look at that, the majority of the people that were involved on that drive, the majority of them weren't on the team last year. Leonard Fournette wasn't on the team last year. Brady wasn't on the team last year. Gronk wasn't on the team last year. Antonio Brown wasn't on the team last year. So those pickups are paying dividends right now. They're definitely paying dividends. Here we go. Game back on, ladies and gentlemen. Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a 7-3 lead over the high-powered offense of the Kansas City Chiefs. So got Gronk talking to Brady there. That hookup. I mean, it's like fine wine gets better with age here. So took Gronk a while, man, get back in football shape. Still don't think he's really fully in football shape. Probably never will be the Gronk that we remember, but I mean, still can make plays as we can see, and making plays on a big stage in the Super Bowl. Here we go. Pinion kicks the ball. Pretty sure it's going to the end zone. Hartman, Pringle, excuse me, taking it out. Okay, gets around the sideline, showing the speed, and gets down to about the 37-yard line, man. Good solid return right there, especially coming out in end zone. You know, when you come out of the end zone, you know, on a kickoff, sometimes coaches looking at you like, what you doing? But he's making sure if you come out the end zone, man, you got to make sure that you at least get close or past the 25. So good decision by Pringle on that play. Here we go. 1st and 10, man. 1st and 10. Here we go. Patrick Mahomes. Well, I like to see more Kansas City Chiefs. I like to see them kind of mix it up a little bit. We seen on the last drive, we seen Tampa kind of balance it out. Patrick Mahomes throws the ball sidearm, incomplete. Tried to throw it sidearm, man. Jason Pierre-Paul deflects the ball. Tried to throw it around Jason Pierre-Paul. That was such an arrogant throw by Patrick Mahomes right there. Like, I can get that ball around you. You know, I'm not going to try to throw it over your head. I'm going to throw it around you. So good heads up play by Jason Pierre-Paul. Here we go, man. The Kansas City Chiefs. Williams now in the backfield alongside Patrick Mahomes. And here we go. Snaps the ball. Throws the ball complete. We got Travis Kelce. Welcome to the show, Travis Kelce. His first reception of the game. Just get a few yards on that play. Brings up 3rd down. And that looks like that's going to be the final play of the 1st quarter. So, pretty eventful 1st quarter, man. Good, solid drives by both teams. Both teams are on the scoreboard in the 1st quarter. So, still a figuring out process between both teams. But right now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are up on the Kansas City Chiefs by a score of 7-3. This game's so boring. My grandma is sleeping. Well, it just started, man. You know, guys are figuring each other out. So this is a figuring out process. Mahomes will have to win this game. Well, that's most games when it comes to the Kansas City Chiefs. DLP, y'all. I remember Murray went before we picked. I like that kid. Seattle guy too, Jordan Brooks. Chiefs hate throwing short passes. Yeah, they definitely do. They definitely like bombs away there. Who that for life would be better if the Saints are in it? Yeah, I think we all agree with that, Jerry. I think we all wish the Saints were in it. But the Saints got to get it done, man. They got to get it done. If our team was in there, we would have won, no cap. Well, like I said, if it was a fifth, we all would be drunk. So we pretty sober right now. Let's see. LOL, the Chiefs are like a 10-year-old playing Madden, but it's been working so far. Yeah, I think this game probably going to pick up late. JPP has gotten better after the fireworks. Well, I mean, look, I'm just glad that he's okay, man. He's still able to play football, and I think he ought to count his blessings as well. I love my team, but Saints are a disgrace. Yeah, I mean, I won't call them disgrace. They just, I don't know, man. They just a team that just can't get over the hump. Underachievers. Definitely underachievers. Damian says the OG, I'm still ticked at the Saints. I think we all are. Buccaneers for life, saying go Bucks. Your team right now winning 7-3, man. So will you be able to capitalize? Dang, I lost my 1st quarter square. I had 3 for Kansas City, but Tampa didn't get me a safety. I need 2. So, I mean, at the end of the 1st quarter, game is 7-3 Tampa. Gonna take a little break real quick. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the State of the Saints podcast. Keep it locked. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. From what I just seen on the 3rd and 4th, Kansas City could not convert. They're getting a lot of pressure right now on Patrick Mahomes, man. A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure on him. So here we go. Here comes the punt. All right, here we go. And the ball goes out of bounds. So here comes Tampa once again. All of a sudden, Kansas City don't even look like they know how to play. I hope they make a huge comeback. You realize they flag pushed the Bucs close to the red zone. I mean, I saw that. Very ticky-tack, man. Very ticky-tack. Since Roger Goodell holds a grudge against us, nothing has rolled our way. Hard to believe it's just a coincidence. Well, I mean, look, I'm not really big on conspiracy theories, but I do feel like sometimes, they are, be showing the Saints a little bit of favoritism. I mean, what I'm saying? They be pushing against the Saints sometimes. But I got to say, man, in that divisional game, a lot of those flags went the way of the Saints. I can't even knock them for that. They were trying to keep the Saints in the game with some of them flags. I mean, that was probably the most generous game I've seen from the referees when it came to the Saints. Like real talk, like all seriousness. So I can't knock them for that divisional game, but I do feel like sometimes, it's becoming a parody, the Saints and the referees. But here we go, 2nd and 10. We got Tom Brady in the shotgun formation. Mike Evans in motion. And they're going to pass the ball, trying to get pressure on him. Good pass, connected with Gronk, and he gets out of bounds. He gets about 7 yards on the plays, brings up like a 3rd down. Well, not like a 3rd down. It is a 3rd down. The good balanced attack of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now, I mean, that's the storyline of the Super Bowl so far, the good balanced attack. Kansas City isn't even trying to run the football. We got a flag on the play late as I don't know what. I mean, super late, super duper late. Unnecessary roughness on the Kansas City Chiefs. So another flag on the play coming super late. Came in late. I don't know what happened with Chris Jones on that play. Yeah, we all know that the offensive line of Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they like to be chippy. They like to be dirty. We seen Ryan Jensen. We know he likes to get involved. We seen him with some after the whistle type antics, and they're paying dividends right there. The first guy never gets caught. There's always the second guy who retaliates. So here we go, man. Chris Jones on Jensen. It's a storyline right now if you're big on offensive and defensive line. Here we go. Linebacker right up there. He's coming. And Ronald Jones gets through for a couple yards, man. The running game of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they are definitely up to the challenge in this Kansas City Chiefs game right now in the Super Bowl, man. They're definitely you would think that this looks completely different. You got two teams, man. The Kansas City Chiefs who were in the Super Bowl last year. Tampa, this is their first time in the Super Bowl, in quite some time. And you would think that it was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers who played in the Super Bowl last year and not the Kansas City Chiefs. Look, they have the Kansas City Chiefs, they got to get, they got to get in check, man. They can't let the emotions get the best of them right now. Here's the handoff. Ronald Jones again cuts to the outside and gets a 1st down. Once again, if the Kansas City Chiefs can't stop the run versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, this is going to be a tough game for the Kansas City Chiefs, man. But look, the Kansas City Chiefs are never out of it. They're never out, man. So as long as you got number 15 on there, no matter what the score is, it can get picked up. But that's exactly what you want, man. You want Patrick Mahomes on the sidelines. You want him sitting on the sidelines, not really taking part in the game. And here we go right now. Tom Brady throws the ball down the field wide open to Mike Evans, stiff arm, and gets out of bounds. And he is very close to scoring on that play, man. So they're in the red zone just like that. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, red hot right now, out there trying to make a statement. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are making a statement right now, man. You know, like them or not, they have been the most impressive team so far. You know, Mike Evans got to be happy he's not going up against Lattimore. You know, you got to be happy about that, man. He can make some plays. All right, here we go. First and goal. And we got a timeout by Tom Brady. So here we go, man. If you can pause your game to match up with TJ, much better that way. Yeah, if you can, man, just pause. We got the timeout. We got the timeout right now. I mean, this is unbelievable stuff by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now. I mean, look, like I said, love them or hate them. You got to be impressed with the way that they're playing right now, man. Good balanced attack. It just seemed like the Kansas City Chiefs, they looked and they saw that Tampa Bay Buccaneers struggling in the secondary, and they just thought that they can take advantage of it. But right now, there's a really good balanced attack by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Good combination of running and passing. I'm not going to look at the screen because I'm pretty sure some of you are ahead of me right now. I'm going to say that if they score, they're going to be looking for AB Antonio Brown on his play. Well, no, he's not in the game. Okay, well, we got a handoff by Ronald Jones. He runs and he gets close to scoring. So it's second and goal at about the 1 yard line. The Kansas City Chiefs, man, they are confused. They are dazed and they are confused right now, man. All right, good play by Chris Jones, man. Chris Jones has got to be involved in this game, man. And you definitely got to get some help. But that's what you want, man. You want guys hands-on, hips breathing heavy. These long drives are hurting the Kansas City Chiefs right now. And especially when your offense can't do anything. Here we go. It's the play action. Here's the pass up. Oh, and it's incomplete. Intended for an offensive lineman. I mean, he had the touchdown right there, but fell out of his hands. And now it's third and goal. You know it has to be a win if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers can somehow not score and the Kansas City Chiefs can hold them out of the end zone. Look, you have got to make that catch, man. I understand your offensive lineman. You're not in your element, but two hands on the ball, you got to catch it, man. You got to catch it. You have got to catch it, but here we go right now. Third and goal. Here's the handoff to Ronald Jones, and he doesn't get in. He does not get in. Third and goal stopped by the Kansas City Chiefs. Good goal line stance right there. So what are you going to do if you're Tampa? You got to believe that you're playing against the Kansas City Chiefs. You got Patrick Mahomes on the sidelines. You got to believe that they're going to go for it on this play. Gutsy call by Byron Leftwich, Bruce Arians, and the offensive staff. I mean, did he extend it? No, and the ball was fumbled. Who picked it up? Maybe somebody need to throw a challenge flag. If Kansas City got their hands on the ball, no challenge. And here we go. Ronald Jones bolts in, and he crosses the goal line. In my opinion, I think it is a touchdown. I don't think they're saying that he didn't get it, but I don't know. I do not know. I think he may have crossed the plane here, folks. And here we go. And yeah. I'm not sure. It looked like he crossed the plane, folks. But you know it's going to be looked at. You know it's going to be looked at, but I have to say, man, they might give him that touchdown. It looked like he crossed the plane. I don't know. Maybe they got a better angle. No television, sometimes they try to keep you guessing going into the commercial breaks. What y'all think? Y'all think he scored or y'all think he got stopped? Wow, stop. Quarterback sneak, Brady. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't go with the quarterback sneak. This is a sad watching Super Bowl. I would have rather run than quarterback sneak with Brady. He's the best in the league. Look, man, when you run the football the way they have on their drive, why not? That's not a bad play to call. Hey, TJ, you should do these lives during the 2021 season for the Saints. I appreciate that, man. Just trying to make it interesting, man. Just trying to make it interesting, trying to give you all some commentary on top of, just reading some of your comments during commercial breaks. They're going to say too close to reverse. Scored, I think. Didn't get it. Anna says goal line stance. Jeremiah said, let's go Chiefs. I mean, look, you're not going to win against the Kansas City Chiefs kicking field goals. That's just a fact. So I'm not mad at Bruce Arians, Brian Leftwich for calling that on fourth down. I don't know, man. He might have gotten in. I mean, like I said, the camera angle sometime on television, they try to keep you guessing. You know, well, I don't know if he made it. You know, but they probably got that second angle that shows undeniably that they scored. So Breeze would have put it over the top quarterback's knee. Well, he didn't do it against the Bears. Yeah, I'm proud of Tampa. They deserve to win, man. You honestly can't hate them. If it was the Falcons or the Panthers, then maybe a little more mad. Yeah, that's true. You know, like I said, Tampa is more like the little brother, you know what I'm saying, who finally beats the big brother in a game of basketball or something like that, you know. I don't despise the Tampa Bay Buccaneers more than I do the Falcons. I can tell you that right now. Who win a six-man tag if Kevin Nash teamed up with Vinny Vegas and Diesel to take on X-Pac, Sean Waltman, and the 1-2-3 Kid? Well, I don't know, man. If I looked at all those, I would have to say Diesel would win because that's when he was most relevant. Okay, Kevin Nash was old and broken down with bad knees, so I have to go with Big Daddy Cool. Okay, here's the verdict. The ruling on the field stands. Goal line stands by the Kansas City Chiefs, and it is now 1st and 10 at the 1-yard line. And you have to give credit to the Kansas City Chiefs defense for that goal line stand. But you can't get mad at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You can't. You cannot get mad at Tampa for going for it. Very, very smart play. Very, very smart play. I got to say that. Okay, here we go right now. And wait a minute, we got a halt in the game once again. Look, these referees are way too involved. He's pushing it up. I don't know exactly what that means. It's like he's raising the roof. I don't know if he's telling them to increase the clock. Okay, he's telling them to change the play clock. So giving them a fresh 25 seconds. Okay, this is what you want down here. You want to look at the bottom of the screen. You know what I'm saying? You got a one-on-one matchup. So, you know, I'm pretty sure he's going to be looking that way. Oh, good jam. Good jam right there. Okay, Tyreek Hill gets the ball, and here we go. He gets a block, makes one guy miss, and they get out of dangerous territory right there. Gives them a little bit of cushion to work with. 1st and 10 by Tyreek Hill. Jamel Dean, you know what I'm saying? Good jam right there to push Tyreek Hill to the inside, but we all know that all he needs is about 3 inches of daylight, in the words of the great Gale Sayers. And he gets his team out of the back of the end zone. All right, that's exactly what you need right there. It's now 1st and 10. Here we go. Patrick Mahomes. And, yeah, that's a smart play right there. Throws it at the feet of Nico Hartman. Good defensive play by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You got to be impressed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense right now. Like, whether you like the Kansas City Chiefs or not, got to be excited about that. Also, congratulations to Sarah Thomas, okay? The first downline judge or the first referee, female referee, to ever take part in the Super Bowl. So congratulations to her making history right now. We got Patrick Mahomes on a 2nd and 10. All right, making those adjustments right now. Tampa Bay, good defensive stand. Get finally a running play, but gets in between and goes nowhere. Tackled by the big Samoan Vea, man. Former Washington Husky right there. You know, good to see him back in the lineup. Dealt with some injuries. 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 for the Kansas City Chiefs right now. I got to say, man, the Kansas City Chiefs offense right now is not the Kansas City Chiefs offense we know and love. These guys have not done anything. Here we go. Shotgun formation. All right, here we go. Patrick Mahomes looking, reading through his progressions. He throws the ball down the field, and it is dropped. dropped by Travis Kelce. Would have had a first down, but could not hold on to it. And just like that, the Kansas City Chiefs offense is still struggling in this game. Patrick Mahomes is under duress right now. I mean, he's fighting inside the pocket. It's hard for him to try to get the ball down the field because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense is all over him. But Travis Kelce, you have got to hold on to that football. Here it goes the punt. Ball is in the air. And it's received. And what a special teams play by Pringle. I mean, tripped him up. Pringle has been doing this thing on special teams, and now we have a flag, which is becoming the narrative here. We got a flag on a play. Wondering what exactly is going to happen. What's the matter, buddy? All right, we got a special guest here on the State of the Saints podcast, Paxton, who just woke up from his nap. Say hey to the people. Don't say hey. Don't wave. All right. We're here watching the Super Bowl, buddy. Who you think gonna win? Think Tampa Bay gonna win? Who you think gonna win? Well, we got Paxton fresh from his nap. Come up in here. Guess he wants to be on camera. Wants to watch Super Bowl with us for a little while. Let's see what we got here, buddy. We got a flag on the play. Here we go. We got holding. All right, we got holding on the kicking team, and it repeats fourth down. So they're elected to allow them to re-kick. That can be a dangerous thing also, because you never know. I mean, kick the ball could be a possible muff. So here we go. It's fourth down. They're going to re-kick the ball again. Let's see what happens this time. If anything, they'll get better field position. I'm talking to Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm just wondering to myself, like, man, come on, man. Like, what's going on with these referees? Like, in the playoffs, they allowed them to play. They let them play. You got to let them play, man. You got to let them play. Referees too involved in this game too early for my liking, especially like for some of the plays that we could have done without. Okay, here's the punt. Here we go again. This time much shorter. Oh, terrible punt. Terrible punt. That was awful. That was a terrible punt. Good field position for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't know what's going on with him. A little bit of the Super Bowl jitters, I guess. So, I mean, you could not get a worse first half for the Kansas City Chiefs right now. You cannot get a worse first half. No doubt about that. Let's see. This is going to cost Tampa. Yeah. Definitely I don't know. Bucks got all the luck. Tom Brady has put fear in the Chiefs. Uncle Junior, hey, dude, giving a shout out to Packy Man. I would have taken a punt. That was a terrible punt. I mean, that was a duck, okay? Peking duck. You know what I'm saying? That was right there. That was just absolutely awful. I don't know what the heck he was doing with that one. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what was going on with that. But thank you all so much for being a part of the live. For those that are tuning in right now, you know, getting some commentary from yours truly, and just trying to make it interesting for everybody, man. Just trying to make it interesting for everybody. You know, it can be a little rough watching these type of these games right now, especially when the team is in your division. I feel like they're going to win Tampa. That's what I said. And yet they are only down 4 points. I mean, both defenses are looking good, but Kansas City offensively has got to do something. They've been stifled right now. Right? They got to help out their defense, man. It just looks like a little bit of what the Saints game, right? The defense was playing pretty good, and the offense couldn't score any points, and the defense got tired. Kelce looking like Cooks. Raquel is mad. Brian, TJ, did you turn the ads on? You will get paid for them if you turn it on. I'm not concerned about that, man. I'm just concerned. I'm just concerned about giving you all good commentary, man. Got to take care of me. Event, you know what I'm saying? He'll take care of me. I'm not worried about no ads. TJ, best arm in the NFL, Mahomes, Rodgers, Stafford, Winston, and Brady. I would agree. Yo, TJ, are all these playoff teams just drinking the Tom Brady Kool-Aid like the plays? Their worst football against this guy. You think it's a mental thing. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I just know these referees need to stop being involved in this game. They way too involved in this game for my tape, for my liking. I'm just being 1,000 with you all. So game is back on. 1 second, everybody. I'm trying to send some, and also follow me on Twitter. I'm going to be tweeting throughout the game as well. So if you want to check me out on Twitter at State of Saints, that's at State of Saints. If you want to chime in. So here you go. 1st and 10 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in really good field position right now. Starting in plus territory, had the ball off to Antonio Brown, who goes absolutely nowhere. That play was not a good one. I mean, it was shut down from the get-go. But, you want to get Antonio Brown involved in the game. You don't want to have him, on the sidelines. You want to take advantage of some of his skills. Let's see. Tampa's using those tight ends very well. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, you got to give them credit, man. Like I said, I know we don't like Tampa, but look, they're doing all the right things right now. I mean, one team looks like they've been here before. And one team looks like they're like a deer in headlights. Here we go. A handoff, and it's caught once again by Rob Gronkowski, who is probably more involved in this game than any other game all season long. Brady is definitely going to the well to Rob Gronkowski, man, the guy that he knows for a fact that can do the right things, has done the right things. So now we got 3rd and 4. Byron Leftwich, offensive coordinator. Team averaging 30.7 points a game. And, maybe over a few years from now, we might be talking about head coach Byron Leftwich. It makes me feel really old because I remember when Byron Leftwich was actually in college going to Marshall, man. I'll never forget that classic play. So here we go. And it's tipped and intercepted. Johnny on the spot, the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu with the interception. So that's exactly what the doctor ordered, but we have a flag on the play. Here we go again. It looks like you have got to be kidding me. The referees once again bailing out the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, holding on the defense. And yet again, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers get another opportunity. You have got to be kidding me on this stuff. You got to be kidding me, man. The referees need to go sit down somewhere. Let these guys play. This is their Super Bowl. And what are we talking about here? That was not holding at all. Definitely had hands on him. After 5 yards, you can even make an argument that Mike Evans pushed. Oh, you got to be kidding me on this play. Probably the best play for the defense for the Kansas City Chiefs. And instead, it's a holding penalty. You have got to be kidding me, man. You have got to be kidding me on this play. That was not holding at all. So now, push comes to shove, at the worst, Tampa can get a field goal out this deal. Unbelievable. I have to say, I watched almost every playoff game in the NFL this season. I've yet to see these many flags come out in a postseason. It seems like these referees have an agenda looking at this game. This is unbelievable stuff right here. I mean, you could not throw that flag right there. That was very ticky-tack. The last 2 holding penalties were very ticky-tack. Tom Brady throws the ball to Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette gets tackled, wrapped up. This brings up 3rd down. And if you're the Kansas City Chiefs, you have to hold these guys to a field goal at best. You have got to hold these guys to a field goal. You cannot let these guys get into the end zone. Oh, my goodness, man. These referees, unbelievable. You cannot throw that flag at that particular time, man. I don't know, man. Just was not a holding penalty, if you ask me. But nevertheless, Leonard Fournette gets the catch. This is 3rd and 5. Relatively clean pocket for Tom Brady, for the exception that Alex Okafor sack. Tom Brady been pretty much clean in the pocket. I mean, good offensive line play. Throws the ball, and it is incomplete. And finally, Tampa Bay gets off the field, unless there's another flag that's going to come in late. You know, maybe Tom Brady get a ref some eye contact. Maybe they'll give him a flag then, but no. Now you have a field goal. Now you got a field goal, man. I have to say, man, number 18 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Mr. Clutch, he's been in the postseason. Has not really had those many catches, but when it matters most, man, he's made some of the toughest catches. So there's a bright future for that kid. Here we go, Ryan Suckup, Mr. Irrelevant a couple years ago in the NFL draft. The very last pick of the draft is up, and it is good. Ryan Suckup continues. And here we go. Here's another flag. So what we got here? We got offsides. Do we have possible holding penalty that will get Tampa automatic first down? Like, what the heck is going on here? Like, what are we trying to do? You know, it's Vegas calling. It's Buffalo Wild Wings calling, and everybody wants to make it a little longer. And here we go. It's offside. So with that, it looks like it's going to give the Buccaneers an automatic first down. Wow. Unbelievable, folks. Unbelievable stuff right here. The way that these guys, I mean, unbelievable. I mean, wow. This is unfreaking believable right now. You just gave these guys an automatic first down. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I really don't here. You know, like the referees are the narrative in this game so far. They are not letting these guys play at all. And here we go. Tom Brady with the play action, got all day, can get a sweat in the pocket, throws the ball downfield, and it is caught yet again. Rob Gronkowski for the touchdown. And we have a flag on a play, which is, well, I mean, what a surprise. We got holding on a defense yet again. Despite that, it has been declined, and it is a touchdown for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It is not going to be easy for the Kansas City Chiefs. I got to say this. It's rather two things are happening right now. It's rather the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are in the pockets of the referees, or they're trying to create a narrative for Patrick Mahomes to overcome a deficit against the legendary Tom Brady. You cannot make this stuff up, man. Very questionable flags on that play. For the exception of that neutral zone flag, I would have to say, man, the referees kept the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in this game. Unfreaking believable. Unfreaking believable, folks. Bad calls that's not holding. Chiefs getting smacked up. I'm trying so hard to hold my words. RJ Mason says, sad, this is rigged. Anna says, am I the only one that thinks these holding calls are bull? You're not the only one. Wide open. Watching Sanford and Son now. And shaking my head at these referees. Man, you have got to be kidding me with some of this stuff that I'm seeing right now. You have got to be freaking kidding me looking at some of these flags, man. The referees literally kept the Tampa Bay Buccaneers alive on that drive. You got to let them play, man. This is the Super Bowl. This is the Super Bowl, man. Refs cheating again. This game is so rigged. I mean, this is just this is unbelievable stuff right here. Like I said, I can get down with that neutral zone penalty. He was lined up in the neutral zone. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like those last two holding penalties were absolutely ridiculous at best. I don't know what's going on with that. That's, whoo, my goodness. Going to Twitter right now. Like I said, follow me at State of Saints. Absolutely ridiculous, man. You can't make these many calls, man. You gotta let them play. This is the Super Bowl. This isn't week number 9 in the regular season. This isn't Monday Night Football. Like I said, there's two things happening right now. It's rather the referees are trying to give Tom Brady this Super Bowl, or they're trying to create a narrative for Patrick Mahomes to overcome this deficit. One thing is for certain. Who that nation and sports fans everywhere. There's one thing for certain. The referees have been the straight narrative in this game. They have been the narrative. Hasn't been offense, defense. They are overshadowing this game, and that's something that I do not like. I don't like when the referees are the focal point of the game. Not today say why you all salty. Definitely not salty. I mean, you just got to call it for what it is, man. Like, you look at the postseason, these regular season games. You know, if you look at some of these regular season games, I mean, these postseason games, I mean, they've been letting them play. So all of a sudden, now, you know what I'm saying, now you want to throw all these flags, man. Like, come on, man. Like, people want to watch two of the best teams in football. Let them play. The Kansas City Chiefs versus the Bucs, the refs, and Vegas. This is absolutely ridiculous, man. You gotta let these guys play. You gotta let them play. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. Exactly. We shouldn't be surprised. I guess not. But here we go, man. 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go. They definitely got to score on this drive. Okay, Travis Kelce with the catch. So just like that, Kansas City Chiefs get another first down. They have, like, make no mistake about it, this game isn't nowhere near over. The firepower and the offense of the Kansas City Chiefs, I mean, we all know how powered they are. But they definitely got to get in the end zone on this drive. You got to get into the end zone on this drive. I mean, we've seen this story before. You know, we've seen these guys have to overcome like certain deficits, but you definitely got to score on this drive. You can't be around this thing half-stepping. Here we go. Patrick Mahomes trailing out the pocket, throws it off to Hartman. Hartman trying to make somebody miss, and he gets a few yards on the play. So that's the best you can ask for right there. Okay, we got guys talking. They chit-chatting out there. TJ, clearly this whole Super Bowl is paid for to crown Brady as the king. Ref and the leagues look like WWE. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. If Patrick Mahomes, bro, not Drew Brees, calm down. Basically, like I said, I mean, it's never over as long as you got 15 in the game. I don't care if they don't score on the drive, which hopefully they do. And here we go. He throws it, and it's caught by Kelce. And what a pass by Patrick Mahomes. I mean, defensive draped up and dripped out all on him, but still gets the ball to Kelce for the first down. So Patrick Mahomes finding early success on this drive with Travis Kelce. And like I said, you definitely got to score on this drive. Here we go. Shotgun formation, play action, which I don't understand why you're doing a play action. Nobody believes that you're going to go. You got a block right there. And Patrick Mahomes gets another first down for the Kansas City Chiefs. So just like that, the Kansas City Chiefs are rolling. Good solid drive right here. Definitely got to get in the end zone. If you can get into the end zone on this drive, possibly stop the Tampa Bay Buccaneers again, you do get the ball back at the start of the second half. So could be it's very interesting right now. Here we go. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, 6 of 15, 52 yards. Very un-Mahomes-like, especially early in these games. Here we go. Clyde Edwards-Helaire finally gets a running play. I mean, welcome to the party. The Kansas City Chiefs just refuse to run the football. You have two thoroughbreds in Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and you also have Le'Veon Bell, and you refuse to use both of those guys. So somebody says, like the WWE, the NFL is legally registered as entertainment. I'm starting to believe it. I mean, look, I know people like with the referees, like, unlike, referees can't control the narrative of the game. They can control the momentum of a team. I mean, that's just the way that it goes. Here we go. Mahomes tries to throw it, goes to the first and second progression. Again, find Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce stays on his feet, and they're ripping at the ball, but Travis Kelce gets another first down. So Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes connection is working right now for the Kansas City Chiefs. And you have to say that they have to score on this drive. I mean, you got to come away preferably with a touchdown, but you definitely got to make a field goal. But I wouldn't be looking for field goals right now. So here we go. Tom Brady on the sidelines looking down. Most likely, I don't think this ball will be snapped. They're going to take it into the 2-minute warning. So right now, the Kansas City Chiefs are down versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers by a score of 14-3. They're driving right now, and Patrick Mahomes has a first down. 2 minutes left in the first half. Thank you all once again for being on the live reaction show, Super Bowl 55. Hey, TJ, are you going to do a show about Kamara's situation? Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that this week. Andy Reid is pass happy, to say the least. And Bell is a dual threat. That's a weapon. I haven't seen him yet. Like, what's going on with that? Is he hurt? Is he hurt or something? What situation Kamara in? Well, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that at a later date. Apparently, Alvin Kamara, violated COVID protocol, not wearing a detector. That most players had to wear when they traveled. He didn't wear it, and there was some surveillance footage of Alvin Kamara speaking to somebody inside the facility that was not a member of Saints personnel, which I'm wondering to myself where they get that from, where they get the videotape from, so who snitched it out. But the Saints might end up getting fined pretty soon, man, because of Alvin Kamara and him having close contact with a guy who tested positive for COVID that was inside the facility. TJ, I would have rather have you call the game than Romo. I like Tony Romo. Pass happy, you said. And Bell can catch passes like AK. Yeah, for real. I don't understand why you ain't using them. Carlton Davis got going to be a top 5 corner next year if he could hold Thomas and Hill. Well, I don't know. He's getting a lot of help in this game. Yeah, he getting a lot of help, I mean, which he should, man. Tyreek Hill is definitely a threat. And those guys are playing far back. Like a lot of cover 3 in this game. A lot of cover 3. Once again, follow me on Twitter, Who That Nation Sports Fans. I'll be interacting there. As you can see, I'm actually tweeting right now, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes sends Tyreek Hill in motion. Okay, and now he goes back, trying to confuse the offense, and Patrick Mahomes throws the ball to Tyreek Hill. I don't think that's going anywhere, and he loses yards on the play. So in my opinion, probably not a very smart play, but I mean, Devin White all over that play. Devin White, very sideline to sidelines, man. Very sideline to sideline linebacker, the ones that everybody wish they can have. He's definitely emerged in his 2nd season. You can follow me on Twitter at State of Saints. So here we go. 3 targets, 2 receptions tonight. This guy around this time had almost 200 yards. Here we go. 2nd and 11. Patrick Mahomes looks, throws the ball, and it is caught by Kelsey with Levante David all over him. Don't know how you don't give a flag on that play, but it is what it is. 3rd down, 36. I want to see this. We got to take another look. Gets there before Travis Kelsey even gets his hands on the ball. Still not a flag, but it is what it is. 3rd and 6. Patrick Mahomes in a shotgun formation. He's calling out. He's changing the plays. Tampa is doing the same, making the adjustments. You know they got to be coming on this play, and they do. Everybody throws the ball away. And what a good defensive stand by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The offensive line of the Kansas City Chiefs cannot hold this Tampa Bay defense. That is a fact, an absolute fact right here. So here we go. He throws it out of bounds. So we're looking for a field goal here. Let's see what we got. Want to welcome to the State of the Saints podcast. We got EJ Jones on the line. EJ, what's going on? You're muted, my friend. You're muted.
Oh, sorry. So can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Welcome to the State of the Saints podcast. Just seen a field goal by the Kansas City Chiefs. So what do you think about this first half, man? What you thought?
I mean, I've been listening to the show, and this is exactly what you said it is. A lot of penalties.
Want to turn your TV down a tad bit? I can barely hear you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, a lot of penalties and everything. There's a lot of what everybody thought it, probably wouldn't be. So a lot of that's been going on. A lot of Tampa bias. I mean, this game is in Tampa.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just shocked that Kansas City come out like this, to be honest with you. But I'm not shocked that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play this kind of defense because, I heard you speak about Devin White and a lot of what they've been doing. Tampa Bay are running the ball. What I can't understand for the life of me is why they let Ronald Jones run that ball on that 4th and 1 that they had instead of Leonard Fournette.
Look, I'm not gonna knock him for that, E, because both running backs on that drive was getting success. Both of them was averaging a nice yard per carry rate. So I'm not mad at him with that. And then when you're going up against the Kansas City Chiefs, you don't want to trade field goals with these guys. So, I mean, and you got to give Tampa credit, man. Defensively, they look really, really good, man. They're keeping Patrick Mahomes in check, and I mean, if they play like this and, if the referees continue to bail out the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who knows? But look, I mean, E, maybe, maybe you don't agree with me, maybe you won't. But don't you feel like it's the Super Bowl? You should just let these guys play.
I don't think anybody want to see the biggest game of the year in any sport in the United States end with a banana fest, pretty much.
Right.
Where they got flags all over the place and all of this other kind of stuff. So now I hope they kind of get their mind right in the second half and kind of swallow some of these flags and just let these guys just come out and play. I mean, let it be determined between the hash marks and leave the zebras alone. I mean, just leave them on the sideline somewhere. I mean, we don't need all that. I'm looking at this. You see Tyrann Mathieu and Tom Brady talking trash to each other. How many quarterbacks do that? So this Tom Brady, he is a different cat. He kind of wired a little differently than any other quarterback.
Right.
I mean, he ain't dare I say, a church-going quarterback, if you will. He gonna get in there and try to mix it up with the trash talkers and everything. So
right. Yeah, I mean, look, this game right here. I mean, looking at it, you would think that the Buccaneers were the team that was coming into their second straight Super Bowl. I'm seeing a lot of players on the Kansas City Chiefs looking wide-eyed and bushy-tailed here, and the majority of these guys have been on. They were on the Super Bowl team last year. So here we go, man. All right, he runs it out. Okay, gets through, gets about the 28 or the 29-yard line. And so it's 1st and 10, 55 seconds left. If this was you, 55 seconds left in the first half, are you trying to score a touchdown or are you trying to just play into the second half? What's your thoughts?
I mean, if you're Tampa Bay, you're Tampa Bay. I mean, you're the NFC champions. You're playing this game in Tampa Bay in your home stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So me personally, I'm trying to get down there and maybe get some points. At this point, you got a 14-6 lead. I'm satisfied with the lead or 3 points. If I can get a touchdown, that'd be great too.
Here we go.
But
it's a handoff to Leonard Fournette. He goes absolutely nowhere. He is stuffed by the defense of the Kansas City Chiefs. We seen Clark there. We seen Chris Jones mixing it up. Chris Jones is fired up. He comes out right now. He fired up. I mean, he's jaw jacking with Jensen. He's jaw jacking with Tom Brady. We got the Walter Payton Man of the Year. We got Russell Wilson and Sierra sitting next to Roger Goodell. Man, congratulations to Russell Wilson becoming a Walter Payton Man of the Year. Me personally, I would have loved to see Mario Davis win Man of the Year, but can't go wrong. One of the best quarterbacks in the league, Russell Wilson, man, looking real spiffy out there, man. Very rat pack. Dean Martin look going for him right now.
The old folks say he got on his Sunday's best.
Absolutely. It's 2nd and 10 right now. We take a look at Tyreek Hill on the sidelines and look, man. I mean, if you're a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, you got to be very optimistic what you've seen from your team, offensive and defensively in the first half. But here we go, Tom Brady, 2nd and 10. Ball at the 28-yard line. And here we go. We got Tom Brady throws a quick pass to Chris Godwin. He gets up the field and he is tackled. So he gets about 8 yards on that play. It's still a 3rd down. And let's see. I think a timeout may have been called here. Timeout by the Kansas City Chiefs. So here we go. All right. So Tom Brady, Byron left. We're trying to dial it up. What were you doing in a situation like this? I don't know exactly if you're ahead. You probably know the player or not.
I am. That's why I'm so quiet. I'm a little ahead of y'all. That's why I don't want I'm gonna leave it alone. But I mean, like I said, I try to go for the jugular or whatever. Here, I mean, they got the momentum. I mean, you got to think about this. Just put this into perspective. Tampa Bay is playing in the Super Bowl in Tampa, the first team to play in their home stadium for a Super Bowl. So they got to be all kinds of jacked up for this game.
Right.
So all the adrenaline and everything is pretty much on their side.
Right.
So it's just a matter of will they do anything to jeopardize that momentum or whatever. And so far they haven't.
Right. Well, I mean, they converted the 3rd down. Rob Gronkowski, and who's having a really good game. Rob Gronkowski hasn't really been a factor this season, but stepping up where it matters most. Here we go. Tom Brady throws. He goes deep, and got a flag on the play, I'm pretty sure. And it's going to be pass interference, and just like last week, we got a crucial part of the game. We got the Kansas City Chiefs or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers getting a flag. So I don't know what's going on with this. We got pass interference on Breland. I got to take another look at that. He's running behind him. Okay, and he trips. He trips down, and I don't know about that. I don't know.
Yeah, I did actually see this play. I don't know. He tripped. It's like he hit Mike Evans on the leg on his way down. I would say 8 out of 10 referees would call that a pass interference.
Yeah.
Unless they refereeing for the Saints, then that'll be 10 out of 10 referees that's gonna call pass interference.
Man, I'm just as shocked. Honestly, man, I'm just as shocked the way it seems like every time Tampa Bay Buccaneers are about to get off the field, here comes a flag. So I don't know if it's just maybe the Kansas City Chiefs overzealous or just the fact that Tampa Bay Buccaneers, these players are really resorting and deserve flags. But I don't know.
I call it the Tom Brady effect. Tampa Bay, doing the things that they're doing in the Super Bowl, for goodness sake. I just call it the Tom Brady effect. It's a blanket excuse that I use. And when any team that he's on, they start winning just all of a sudden. So that's what I call it.
Well, E, I gotta tell you, man. Breland, he has to get his emotions in check, man. I was a couple plays back. I completely understand your frustration, but I mean, you gotta let that go, man. You gotta make sure that you stay focused. I'm seeing him over there still, complaining, yelling, and screaming about what happened. Look, I understand that. You got to get your emotions in check. Okay, we got another timeout. It looks like, and this is from the Kansas City sideline. So that's their final timeout. I mean, can't take those timeouts with you, so you might as well call it. Let's see. I agree. Tom Brady effect. So you got people that understands that and understand what you're saying. Brady threw the pass so far ahead of the receiver, he never would have caught it anyway. He wouldn't have caught it. But TJ, can you open the chat at the half? Honestly, we're gonna take a little break for the half because your boy feeling his white food, and you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna be eating at halftime. So y'all enjoy the weekend and the breadstone or whatever they call it, halftime show. We gonna still keep it open, but here we go. And another flag, this time on Tyrann Mathieu. This is unbelievable, man. This is unfreaking believable. All these flags in the first half. I mean, this is the story of the game. This is the story of the game. All of these flags. I mean, I just don't know what to say here. We got Mike Evans. Okay, what the heck is going on here? Like, how do you call that?
That is the story of the game so far. The flags, and the fact that Kansas City can't seem to really, get out their own way. I mean, I've never seen a Super Bowl like this before in my life, I don't think.
I mean, look at this, man. 7 penalties. Look, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the heck is going on here. I don't know if – okay, we got the play action. We got the pass. And this is caught by Antonio Brown for the touchdown.
Yeah, that's why I was so quiet. I mean, it seems my I guess my TV is a little faster.
Yeah,
but I'm
encouraging everybody to pause the TV until we kind of catch up with each other. Most of the people that's been watching, been nice enough. All right, we got another flag on the play. I don't know if this is going to be unsportsmanlike conduct or what.
Yeah, like it's on Tyrann Mathieu on this play.
And you can tell, the Kansas City Chiefs on the sidelines, they're extremely frustrated. They're like, bruh, what the heck going on here? So I don't know, man. And also this goes into your psyche, because I mean, this basically goes into your psyche. When you're doing, what I'm saying, when you're playing technique. And, they keep on throwing flags on you. It's going to be in the back of your mind. Like, am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong?
Yeah, I think at the same time, the Chiefs have been down multiple times this year. I mean, I know this is the biggest team, the biggest game in the season. And maybe they haven't placed a team like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defensively. I think, but at the same time, like I said, the Chiefs. They're explosive team or whatever. So, I expect fireworks in the second half. I don't expect for it to keep going like this. I just wish that it's like the Chiefs are playing aggressive. I guess in the referee's eyes, they're too aggressive. But I expect the Chiefs to come back.
Did they throw Tyrann Mathieu out the game?
I don't think so.
I see Kim say, "Oh wow, they disqualified Tyrann." So did they throw Tyrann Mathieu out of the game? If he's on the sidelines, then
he's still on the sideline. I really don't think they threw him out of the game, though.
Okay.
I mean, unless you do something that's like catastrophic or whatever, I mean, that would not be fair for them to throw this guy out of the game. I don't see him being escorted or nothing like that. And this is the history of the deficits, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, he didn't touch Tom Brady and thing like that. I mean, you talking to him.
Yeah, you can't talk to the GOAT like that. A lot of people, the commissioner's there, and he like the president. So, you Can't let nobody, he can't talk to the GOAT like that. That's gonna happen every time.
I'm just
Now,
saying,
see
man.
if it's Mitchell
I'm
Trubisky or
looking at
somebody
Tom
like
Brady.
that.
I'm looking at Tom Brady talk noise on the sidelines.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, talk noise to these players. What makes him any different? Like
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the GOAT. And they don't want nobody breathing too heavy on him.
This is unbelievable stuff right here, man. Like I said, I mean, it's right. They're setting up for two things here. They're trying to elevate Tom Brady and make him like the undisputed GOAT and all that kind of stuff, or they're trying to set it up for some, second half heroics by Patrick Mahomes.
I just wish that the football game was actually played like a football game and the referees would just be invisible and just make calls when they absolutely have to and not become a big part of the actual game, which that seemed like what's been happening here. And you can't throw flags one side, especially if both people are talking trash. I mean, you get multiple unsportsmanlike conduct penalties if both people are talking trash, but I don't know.
Tyrann Mathieu fired up, man, going into the locker room. I mean, he's talking a lot of noise here. Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better first half. I mean, you got a good performance by the offense and the defense, and not to mention the referees throwing most of the flags your way. I mean, look.
So it's like Tampa Bay have everything going its way. I mean, the game's played in Tampa. Seems like you got the referees, you got the advantage when it comes to the penalties. You have a lead and a weekend's performing for the halftime show. So I guess it's a win-win for everybody, I guess.
Man, this is insane, man. I mean, I'm looking at this game, man. I'm just wondering, like, bro, I don't know, man. You looking at some of these flags being thrown. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. And and these are like drive changing flags that they're throwing here, man. It can be a holding penalty. I mean, that's still automatic first down. If it's 3rd and 5, or even if it's 3rd and 15, you get a holding penalty. That's a 5-yard penalty, but it also results in an automatic first down. So, what the heck?
And the thing about it is, with all these flags, we talk about X's and O's. We talking about the line of scrimmage, winning the line of scrimmage, all this other kind of stuff. But football comes down to momentum. It seems like, say if you get a team off the field on a 3rd down and 7 or something like that, but then you got a flag for holding. I mean, that's going to kill your momentum or whatever. That's going to flip-flop the momentum. That's what it seemed like it's been happening in this game or whatever. With those pass interferences that they've been having, it's been flipping momentum. I mean, every time the Chiefs start out trying to get some momentum, it's just taking right back.
I don't know, man. All I know is this. Twitter is not happy with the referees and how they're calling this game. I mean, you got people with absolutely no dog in the fight, and it's very obvious that people are talking about these referees. Referees can be more consistent with the calls by lining up on sides, shank punts, drops. Who is that on? Okay, so Deuce McAllister seems like he's saying the politically correct things, but all I gotta say is this: look, I understand you trying to defend the integrity of the NFL, but I have to say, as much as I respect Deuce, I think he's wrong in that case. It's pretty obvious what we're seeing right now is the referees are controlling the momentum of the game. And I don't know why we're pretending like momentum is not a real legit thing. Like you can literally take the win out of a team's sails by, stopping, halting plays. I think about maybe like some of the games that I've seen where teams were driving and the referees are like, it's within the first, it's like within the 2 minutes and we got to look and review this play and it slows the momentum down. And it also gives defenses to willing opportunity to adjust. You're basically giving them an unaccounted for timeout.
Yep.
I don't know, man. Tom Brady is great, but man, the refs are really handing them a lot of these calls.
Yep.
People are not happy right now.
Great football players don't need help by the referees.
Absolutely. We got Justin. Justin says the fix is in. So I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what to say. And you know, if you're a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, you're probably watching this. You probably just think that it's just sour grapes, but it has absolutely nothing to do with the way that I feel about Tampa. I mean, it's ridiculous right now, man. Let them play. This is the Super Bowl, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is the Super Bowl. This is the game where you allow some of these things to take place. So I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna try to mix it up in the second half and have Tampa, you know what I'm saying, call more plays on them to make it interesting. But all I know is this: the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, they couldn't get a break in this first half at all.
I didn't know this is completely unrelated, but I didn't know the Super Bowl. Well, I guess I don't know if this is actually being broadcast on Nickelodeon, but Nate Burleson just did the highlights in Nickelodeon, the slime and all that, like they did for the Saints Bears game. I didn't. I kind of thought that was real different. I actually watched the game on Nickelodeon last time they had it. I think that was pretty cool for the kids.
Did you enjoy it?
It was different. I can say that. I mean, not every day you get to watch Michael Thomas or somebody, you know, score a touchdown and get virtually slimed or whatever. So that was pretty crazy to see.
Yeah. I mean, look, all I know is, man, I just need to see a better performance by the referees in the second half, man. You gotta let them play. You know, I mean, I'm looking at the Nickelodeon highlights that you're referring to right now. You got the slime and everything like that. It looks, I get, look, if you're trying to introduce kids to football and trying to make it exciting for them, they did a really good job. And I said, yeah, it's on Nickelodeon. So it's on Nickelodeon as well.
Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy.
They love Tom Brady. It's a shame they hate us so bad. Well, I mean, we definitely can't get calls our way, but I was saying in that divisional round, that's probably the most considerable amount of calls that I've seen the Saints get. The Saints got bailed out on some plays too with some automatic first downs. It was just Drew Brees picked his worst game to play like absolute slow. You know what I'm saying? So
he picked his worst game to play his worst game.
Exactly.
That's the worst game I ever seen Drew Brees play. That and that game that he played in Seattle that year. I forget. I think it was 2014. One of those years he played.
Also, people asking the question, and I want to get your perspective about this, E. People asking the question about Drew Brees and Brittany Brees' wife comes out and talk about all the things he was dealing with during the season. And who that nation been asking, was it selfish for Drew Brees to come out there and play when he knows all those things were going on with him? So what are your thoughts on that?
If a lot of people say he was selfish for doing what he did, yes, I do think he was selfish. How can you play with some of those injuries that his wife rattled off? I mean, aside from the collapsed lung, the broken ribs, they say something was wrong with his shoulder. I mean, Drew Brees is not a big guy. I mean, I know he does what that is, the TRX or whatever, that kind of workout regimen and everything. I mean, but at the same time, you're looking at 16-game NFL season, and I think he should have really let somebody know about these injuries or whatever. I mean, maybe somebody can answer this question for me. Is a hurt, injured, beat up Drew Brees the best chance the Saints have to win, other than a 100% Jameis Winston or I'm not going to say Taysom Hill because he wasn't 100%. I mean, you think you got to think about your future and everything. I know he wasn't because his future's for us like his career is kind of behind, but I think they should have put somebody that's 100% in a game or whatever for no other reason but to, say if he got hurt in this Tampa game and I mean, like long-term hurt, I mean, and them not knowing about these injuries or who would be at fault about that though?
Well,
so that's the only thing I have about it.
All I know is, I can respect the warrior spirit of Drew Brees. I really can. But
me too.
Look, I just feel like there was some games that Drew Brees played in that I just feel like it was more about Drew Brees than it was about the team.
Yeah.
I mean, and what I mean by that is like him coming back early against the Kansas City Chiefs had very little to do with, oh, the Saints have a better chance of winning this game. Because I think if anybody could be real with themselves, they know that the New Orleans Saints were willing to concede the NFC South in the absence of Drew Brees. You know, by them putting Taysom in, because look, those guys aren't dumb. Those guys aren't stupid, man. They know that Jameis Winston is a better quarterback than Taysom Hill. So I just think that the promise that Sean Payton gave to to Taysom Hill, they were gonna let him play. But I just feel like Drew Brees shouldn't have came back in that Kansas City game. He just realized that most likely this was his last chance to go up against Patrick Mahomes, and that's why he played in that game. But he was not ready, and I think he rushed himself back. But we got the halftime show coming up. Special performance by the weekend. And so this ought to be very interesting. But I'm gonna go ahead. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna reconvene for the start of the second half. Tell everybody, and let everybody know you can keep it locked right here. We're not gonna end the show. We're just gonna kind of pause it for a second, and then we're gonna pick back up in the start of the second half, and we're gonna go a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? Until about around the time for me to head out to work. So we want to say thank you, man. Feel free when we reconvene, you can come back in, man, and we can talk about the second half.
All right, man. No problem.
Take it easy. All right, man. Keep it locked right here to the State of Saints podcast, man. Everybody go get a drink of water, get some food in your system, and then we're going to come back for the start of the second half. Enjoy the halftime show by the weekend. One of my favorite artists, man. No doubt about it. All right, keep it locked right here to the State of Saints podcast.
We them Buccaneers in designer. We them Buccaneers in designer. We them pirates. We them pirates. Fire them cannons. We them pirates. Talk about my team, it might be a riot. We them pirates. And we raw. She loved me. And she took off her bra. She was a pretty Buccaneers cheerleader. And she a vet, she a leader.
What?
We them pirates. And she celebrated with me for my team. Let's get a Super Bowl ring. She called me ring ring. She love my bling bling. Buccaneers designer.
Is this real life?
And she finer than fine. She tastes like sweet wine. We the Buccaneers. We ballin' on the football field. I don't need no shield. I'm like Mike Allscott, I run through you.
Who?
Fire them cannons. It's Tampa Bay. We in the Bay. We rockin' the finer designers. Designer. We play football with swag. We play football like we got money bags. Call it famous Jameis. I'm ballin'. He ballin' like Superman. He don't even got an old line. And he still ballin'. Sharp callin'. I just caught the play. Call it play action. Lights, camera, action. I'm a superstar.
I'm so damn confused.
Tampa Bay's a superstar. We got some superstars.
Nigga, did you know that I can see you?
Thank y'all so much for checking out the State of the Saints podcast. As we get started with the second half, Kansas City starts with the ball, and he's coming out. Pringle didn't even think twice about it. Goes around the side, gets one block, and wasn't like the first time he came out. So, I mean, pretty reasonable return there. Now, if you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan, you got to believe that your offense has got to score on this drive. You got to score. You definitely got to score on this drive. Here we go. Bruce Arians. Picture of Bruce Arians on the sidelines. Ironically, he doesn't have that big, huge face guard that he normally wears. So, guess he understands that there are going to be millions and millions of people going to be watching him for this game. All right, here we go, man. Well, the ref's going to play a huge part in this second half. All right, here we go with the handoff. Clyde Edwards-Helaire starting off, and here we go. Clyde Edwards-Helaire in. Almost into Tampa Bay territory there. Big run right there. So right out the gate, the Kansas City Chiefs decide that, well, in football, you can actually run the football, and they run the ball. The biggest, I think I have to say that's the biggest run by both teams this entire game. So now the Kansas City Chiefs are starting to realize, like, give me a break, man. Like, you got those safeties playing that far back. Run the football. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Side on, off to Kelsey. Close to a first down. He gained about 9 yards on that play. So Kansas City Chiefs come out, and they definitely got to make sure that they score on this drive. This is a must. You cannot kick a field goal on this drive. You got to make sure that you get into the end zone. All right. Then you had another chance. You had a really good chance at halftime. Halftime a little bit longer than most halftimes, because of the halftime show. So got opportunity to really make these adjustments, and it can pay dividends to you winning these football games. So here we go. The handoff to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Breaks the tackle. Gets to the open field. And once again, a big run by Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And if you're an LSU Tiger fan, you cannot be surprised at what you see right now for Clyde Edwards. Guy has always been lightning in a bottle ever since he was at LSU. We know about the type of player that he is. Could be the second coming of Darren Sproles, if you ask me. Levante David just whips on a tackle right there. So, let's see who we got here. Okay, let's see what we got. And welcome back to the State of Saints podcast. We got EJ Jones. Okay, so man, we're seeing a huge dose of Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
I mean, shocked. I mean, why they waited to run the ball or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. For those of us who follow him at LSU, this guy, he may be small in stature, but this is like 5'8", going on 6'2", about 220 pounds. That's kind of how he plays.
Yeah.
So they come out, they run the ball, and the last 2 or 3 plays pass. So
Here we go.
they got to do more of that in the second half, though.
Hartman get up, and Hartman falls down. I mean, gets past the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And if he would have stayed on his feet, he probably would have got a couple more yards on that play. I mean, hands right there also, though. You know, that low to the ground. Where's Le'Veon? Is there a report about Le'Veon being hurt or something? I haven't seen him in the game.
I mean, yeah, I have not. Have you heard of Darrell Williams and Clyde Edwards-Helaire? We have not seen any Le'Veon Bell during this game. I don't remember any reports of him actually being hurt or even being talked about. So, I mean, that's kind of weird, too.
Here we go. He's dancing around in the pocket, throws the ball down the field, and it is incomplete. So that brings up 4th and 7. And just like in the first half, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense is up to the task, man. They are not allowing the Kansas City Chiefs to do anything. And we see another slip on the field. We've seen it from Hartman, and we see it again from Travis Kelce. So might want to change the spikes on the bottom of those cleats there, man. So here we go. Tampa is showing that, you know, this is our game to win. You know, like you guys are not going to get anything. We're going to make you beat us. Okay, so here we go. Harrison Buckner, 52-yard field goal, big time field goal. And here we go. It's up. The kick is on the way, and it is true. So big time field goal right there for Buckner. Exactly what they need. You know, at least you're kicking field goals, man. You're keeping your team in the game, so there's still a possibility. Now we need a stop out of Kansas City Chiefs. If you are Andy Reid, you have to believe that your defense, you need something big for Steve Spagnuolo. So here we go, man. What the F is going on with the Chiefs? Well, I mean, it's just it's not happening. I mean, you got to give credit. You got to give credit to Todd Bowles and the defense. I mean, these guys are stepping up. They're answering the call. Tyreek Hill hasn't been a factor. Nico Hartman hasn't been a factor. And most of the passes are being thrown to Travis Kelce.
I think the Chiefs are going to have to do something they haven't been all year, and that's patient. Because I think Tampa Bay, you're not going to just those big plays that happened last time. If you remember that Week 11 matchup when they played, Tyreek Hill called them up like a honey baked ham. I said earlier, right. But that's not going to happen this time. They're just going to have to be patient. They're going to have to do a 10 or 12 play drive running the ball because they're not going to get a big play on Tampa Bay. I mean, Tampa Bay is a good defense. Right. Referees aside, they're a good defense. Right. So they're just going to have to be patient and use the running backs that they have. That's how they're going to get back in this game. Ain't no one play they could do to get back in this game. You're not going to take the lead with one play. So just, keep calm and just, be patient. Take what the defense give you pretty much.
Right. Somebody said the Chiefs' offense is drier than a Popeyes biscuit.
Oh, no. I like Popeyes biscuits now. Maybe not when they get cold, but when the things get cold, boy, I mean, you can kill somebody with one of those things.
A old Popeye biscuit, but not fresh out the pie. You know what I'm saying? Fresh out the oven.
Oh, no.
They need to stop screwing around and play it right on the field. Well, look, I'm pretty sure Kansas City want to throw the ball, but Tampa is making it very tough for them to do so. So, like I said, man, I know we frustrated as Saints fans because we want to see Tampa lose, but right now they have the right game plan. So I'm not knocking anybody for that. Right now Tampa Bay is playing much better than the Kansas City Chiefs. You gotta call it for what it is. Gotta give them credit. Waynesboro and Cardi B, yes indeed. Yeah, I just saw that, man. Waynesboro. Good to see Wayne and Garth back together. Classic Saturday Night Live bit, and we all know some of their classic movies that they had as well, man. So good to see them back together.
And it seemed like the thing about it is Tampa Bay's doing the same thing they did against the Saints. They really playing aggressive with these receivers. I mean, they doubling Tyreek Hill, right. And like some of the same things they're doing against the Saints. They know they can get pressure with their front four, especially since Kansas City has 2 injured offensive linemen.
Right.
So I mean, they're getting pressure. I mean, they're getting pressure on Mahomes. I mean, they just playing aggressive. I mean, that's what they've been doing these last 5 or 6 games of the year.
All right. Yeah, man. Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, you got to give credit where credit is due. Ever since that bye week that they had in that game against the Minnesota Vikings, I mean, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have been red hot. Haven't looked back since. So, Tom Brady and Tyrann Mathieu, man, they've been chopping it up, man. I mean, they've been really talking noise. So Tom Brady is not backing down from Tyrann Mathieu at all, and neither is Tyrann Mathieu. But we all know that the quarterback is going to win every time, especially when you're the face of the National Football League. And so here we go. 1st and 10, ball on the 26-yard line. Tom Brady in shotgun formation hands the ball off to Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette gets a few yards on the play. So Leonard Fournette, man, I mean, what can you say about this guy? He's emerged as that dark horse, man. He's definitely living up to the moniker Playoff Lenny, as his offensive line teammate gave him the nickname Playoff Lenny.
Think about Leonard Fournette. This is the first time he's had a quarterback that's actually a quarterback. His quarterback's a pro. He's been there. He's done that. There's not too many things that he haven't done. Yeah. And it's the first time he's actually been. I'm not going to say it's the first time he's been on a winning team because Jacksonville did make the championship game. I believe it's rookie year, if I'm not mistaken.
Brown
it's the first time it seemed like he have a long-lasting.
Sorry about that. We had Antonio Brown getting a pass.
No problem.
From Tom Brady for a few yards. There's 3rd and 4. But I definitely agree with you, man. I mean, Tom Brady is definitely an upgrade from Blake Bortles, no doubt about that. So we got 3rd and 4.
Mm-hmm.
The Kansas City Chiefs definitely got to get a stop here. Here we go, Tom Brady. Okay, it looks like they're signaling a blitz. Tom Brady sees the blitz. He's calling out his audible here. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. Tom Brady has time in the pocket, dumps it off to Leonard Fournette, runs over the linebacker. He gets his first down. So Playoff Lenny, as he's called, really stepping up in this game. They are. One thing you can say about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they are not intimidated by the bright lights of the Super Bowl.
No, it doesn't seem so. I mean, it goes a long way, especially since you have a guy who played in 9 other Super Bowls. So he's the calming influence. I mean, yeah, some people are going to be wide-eyed and everything, but like I said, you got a starting quarterback who started in 9 freaking Super Bowl. Then you got Gronkowski who started in more than a few himself. So, I mean, it goes a long way. And they just, wow.
A lot of pushing and shoving here, man. These guys are really chippy right now. But Leonard Fournette, that was a tough run. But the Kansas City Chiefs, I mean, look.
Wow.
Now, here we go. You got EJ saying, wow. So something is definitely about to happen here. So let's see what goes down here. It's a 2nd and 5. We see Wilson on. He's walking to the sideline. So let's see what happens here. We got a 2nd and 5. All right. Let's see what we got here. Tampa Bay up to the line. Here we go. Tom Brady in a shotgun. Leonard Fournette in the backfield with him. There's a play action. Throws the ball wide open to a Rob Gronkowski, man.
Wide open.
In the middle of the field, man. Rob Gronkowski is balling out of his mind right now in this Super Bowl game, man. I mean, look, I'm pretty sure a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, they probably can forgive Rob Gronkowski for the way that he played this season. If he's going to come out here and play like this, he's definitely up to the challenge, man. And Tyrann Mathieu, very confused, man. It looks like somebody may have ran the wrong route.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Leonard Fournette, I mean, he is gone, and that is a touchdown. Leonard Fournette, unbelievable, man. 28-9. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are running all over the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, they really opened this game up. Leonard Fournette, playoff Lenny, after 7 war in New Orleans, goes in for that 20-plus yard touchdown. And I'm sure a lot of these Chiefs fans has to be shocked, but there's still time. So, I mean, if they want to put pull a comeback out of it behind, they might want to stand up right about now. Because the way Tampa Bay is playing defense, I mean, that's gonna be a hard act.
Well, I'll tell you what. Look, what you just did is kind of you kind of allowing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers now to pin their ears back and come after Patrick.
Really come after you, quarterback. Oh yeah, yeah.
So that's what you did right now. Like, so now you gotta have like, and there's no doubt about it. Yeah, I know I keep on saying this here on the State of the Saints podcast. You know, I keep on saying that they have to score. I mean, look, I cannot say this more clearly that the Kansas City Chiefs have got to score on this drive. I mean, they are being dominated right now. I mean, both sides of the football.
Yep.
The Bucs about to be 2-time Super Bowl champions. Yeah, it looks that way, but there's plenty more time. One quarterback that I would not ever count out is Patrick Mahomes. So,
I would caution you to never to count your chickens before they hatch, my friend. Yes, I mean, you gotta wait for that clock to be on all zeros. I mean, Patrick Mahomes had played a lot of football. He's come back from a lot of games. They just had the statistics up, all the playoff games that he came back from. I mean, he was down 24 points against Houston last year in the playoffs. So, we're going to hold off on our prediction.
Yeah, but what the difference is, I mean, the Houston Texans didn't have the number one overall offense. So, like I said, I mean, you got to count. You got to expect the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to pin their ears back. This is Todd Bowles' element right here. We know he loves to blitz the quarterback. So, I mean, it's gonna be a tough sledding for Patrick Mahomes. We're gonna find out a lot. We're gonna find out a lot about the young quarterback. You know, so I feel like
the horses.
I would expect this to be flipped on any other day. Now you're fine, man. Yeah, it's. I don't even want to say it's shocking, man. I mean, I kind of had a feeling that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you know, had a strong chance to win this game. I mean, it's not over yet, but I mean, I didn't expect this. But I mean, it's not over. It is not. I cannot stress that enough. This game is not over.
What a wise man once said is why you play the game.
But somebody said, bro, if the Bucs win, this makes us look bad. Well, not really. You know, I mean, if you lose to the Super Bowl champions, that means that you lost to the team that won it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you lose to the team that lost the Super Bowl, you know, I can't get down with that, man. Like I said, I know we all rated as Saint fans, but look, man, the team, like they won the game. You know what I'm saying? They won the game. They're in the Super Bowl, and they're playing really good right now. So I know it's sour grapes on our end. We're upset as Saints fans, but they're playing really good right now.
Tampa, Patrick Mahomes has 75 yards passing right now.
Unbelievable.
Put that in perspective. Last time he had 359. I want to say he had that at halftime or something like that. 75 yards passing, for goodness sake. God. And look at all these people that they have close to the line of scrimmage now. Yeah. I'm counting 7 people they have within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. And all the receivers. Yeah,
we got the return right here by Pringle. Pringle is coming out with it. Okay, he gets past. All right, he gets close, about the 28-yard line. So Pringle, special teams has been, you know, he's been really good, man. I mean, he's been like one tackle away from going yard. So, I mean, what do you do with if you're the Kansas City Chiefs? What do you do right now?
Like I said, you got to stick to the game plan, man. I mean, you can't go. You got to put a drive together to get a touchdown. I mean, you don't want to sit back there and just keep throwing the ball all over the place. You really don't want to do that. I mean, I don't. Oh boy, I don't think you should do that. And oh boy, I mean, I know they're down 19 points now, but I mean, you gotta do something. You gotta put a good drive together. You gotta get some kind of points, preferably a touchdown. But I mean, you gotta do something. You gotta do something to change this momentum.
We got 2nd and 7. Mahomes in a shotgun formation, and here we go. Ball is snapped here, and we got Patrick Mahomes getting out the pocket, and he is sacked by Shaq Barrett. So, I mean, these guys have come to play, man. Tampa Bay Buccaneers have come to play, and I mean, with the issues that they have, with people traveling across the country and everything like that, the majority of the people in the stands have got to be locals, and they've been fans of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So, I mean, even though the Super Bowl is a hard ticket, I mean, you have to believe that the majority of the people in the stands are from the local area. So, I mean, definitely, have that going for you. Patrick Mahomes gets sacked, 3rd and 14. Here we go. And, I mean, you got to throw the ball up there. And it is tipped and intercepted, but there's a flag on a play. Antoine Winfield Jr., like father, like son, I got to say, man, I am not looking forward to this guy be a force in the NFC South.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that guy is a ball hawk.
Yeah. So once again, I mean, look, 28-9, just got an interception, tip pass. I mean, I don't know, man. This is not looking good for the Kansas City Chiefs. This might end up being blowout territory here.
I can say when I made my predictions. Go ahead. Sorry.
Breeze is gone, so I know he's coming back, especially to get the passing record. Man, I can't believe Brady comes to the damn Bucs and gets a damn ring. Yep.
In his first year, and we've been trying for the last 3 or 4 years.
I think that's what people are really ticked off about. I think that's the most frustrated thing. Patrick Breeze Jr. Patrick Breeze wasn't that bad. Tampa D is just on another level. It looks that way.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it, man. I mean, they've improved.
Brady getting a ring, making Drew look extra goofy. Man, look. Somebody said, well, folks, that's a wrap. He threw an interception. So, I mean, you got people that's around, watching TV in real time just like you. They know, what was coming.
I'm keeping quiet.
That's why I say I encourage everybody kind of pause their television, if you want to sync up with mine, if you can. I wish I could kind of fast forward too, try to see if I could, but I mean, I don't think I can let me try to see if I can back out here.
Yeah, I know I can. I'm analoging it right now, so.
Let's see if I can actually find it on another channel here.
Patrick Mahomes looked more frustrated than I've ever seen him in his whole career right now.
Yeah. I mean, he's looking pretty ordinary, man. I mean, he's looking like an ordinary human being, which, people expect this guy to go out there and perform and not have bad games. But, I mean, look, when you go up against the elite defense, the defense playing lights out, man, it's hard to overcome this type of stuff. It really is. So
I could tell you right now, Leonard Fournette has gotten a hell of a lot better catching the ball out the backfield. I can say that right now.
Well, I mean, he's always been able to catch the football. It's just the fact that I don't feel like Jacksonville required him to do so. So
that's true. And LSU didn't require him to do so much either. Unless it's a toss run or something like that.
This is incredible, man. I mean, if you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan, you got to be in shock right now. Absolute shock that your team is losing 28-9, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers threatening to make this lead even larger. So,
you know what this is starting to remind me of? You remember when the Saints opened the Superdome back in 2006 when they played the Falcons? I mean, that's why I have to go, but I'm a Saints fan, so this kind of reminds me of that game or whatever. Well, you did the minute they stepped on the field, you like, man, ain't no way in the world they about to lose. That's what this starting to feel like.
Yep.
It's been 20 years since Tampa Bay actually played in the Super Bowl, and this is their best chance of winning or playing in the Super Bowl and everything. This is what that feels like right about now.
I'll tell you what, man. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have the Kansas City Chiefs defense dazed and confused, man. I mean, they are just absolutely confused here. They don't know what to do, and it's tell, man. And then you also can see the physicality, man. I'm a little bit behind you. I'm looking at Leonard Fournette finish these runs. I mean, he's being physical with it, man. So here we go, 1st and 10 Here's the handoff to Leonard Fournette again. So he reverses field or gets around a guy and he gets tackled. We got Tiger on that play. We got Tyrann Matthews being tackled by Leonard Fournette. He's talking noise. He's feeling it right now.
And I agree with this. I agree with this caller. They said, I mean, maybe not with the giving the Brady the game, but the flags and all of this other kind of stuff that was going on in the first half. Now you kind of see how the pendulum really swung to Tampa Bay's way. They was kind of doing a tug of war with the momentum, but now look and see what's happening now. I would assume Kansas City's defense has gotten maybe tired.
Yeah,
he's starting to blow coverages, and now this is the end result of that.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, look, when your offense can't sustain drives and your defense is just constantly on the field getting wore out and tired, I mean, this is what happens, you know? So, I mean, by you not being able to sustain drives, you're not being able to get the ball down the field and you're trading touchdowns for field goals. I mean, this is the result. So, we got a 3rd and 1 right now. Patrick Mahomes on the sidelines. Patrick Mahomes, I mean, look, I guess he is human after all, you know. So I think the worst time to figure that out. We got Ronald Jones on a halfback toss. Easy first down. He gets it. And that's going to move the chains. Tackled by Snead, the sensational rookie, you know, I talked about earlier. Guy that had about 5 interceptions this season.
Okay, bro.
So here we go. We got a run by Ronald Jones, get that first down. Here we go. 1st and 10. Tampa. They get into the end zone, man. I mean, look. I like the Kansas City Chiefs, but they would need a Herculean type effort in order for them to be able to win this football game if they get it allow them in this end zone. Here we go. Tom Brady throws the ball and he is open and it is incomplete. No flags, believe it or not. I can't believe what I'm saying here. Usually.
Oh no.
Brady is the greatest all time. You can't deny it now. Yeah, you can't deny it. You definitely can't deny it. Somebody said they turned off the game after Tampa scored 28. Anytime everyone doubts against Brady, he always wins. Pretty much.
I think the question we need to raise right now is this Tom Brady's last game? Would he retire after this? Looking at this game, I had to probably say, I mean, I think he still got a little bit more candy in that piñata here, to be honest with you. So, I mean, but if he did wants to go out on top, I mean, what better way than beating Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, look, what are you playing for after this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're beating every single quarterback that everybody has you know what I'm saying, like put in your face, like, okay, this is the next guy, right? You know what I'm saying? You beat Mahomes last season, I mean, to be honest with you, and the year before last, excuse me, to go to the Super Bowl. You beat Drew Brees, you beat Aaron Rodgers to get here. I mean, look, oh, wait a minute, you got a whiff, and we got a fumble, and Tom Brady picks it up. That could have been extremely dangerous, and that could have been what the doctor ordered. Kansas City, if they would have somehow got their hands on that, but bad snap. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe somebody from the booth called up and said whiff on the snap or something. I mean, look, the narrative right now is that we're watching the second coming of WWE. So why not?
You got my ass on.
Name TBL. It's ridiculous how they live under his desk. Man, I don't know what's going on here. I mean, I've seen some things, and here we go. Ryan Suckup is up, and it is good. The guy has been true the entire season, man. Ryan Suckup has definitely found his home, and I know Tampa Bay fans are excited about that. I mean, you had Matt Gay out there missing field goals. Like they, they couldn't find anybody, and they always had issues with kicking, so it's good to actually have a field goal kicker that can make some field goals for them. Because Brady himself said he wanted to come to New Orleans, not Tampa. And that would have been something. What would have happened if Tom Brady would have ended up in New Orleans? Maybe we would have seen the Saints in the Super Bowl. But,
yeah.
Brady getting his 7th ring. If he comes back next year, there's no guarantee this team will be this good again next year. Look, I just feel like this, man. You know, even if they don't come back, even if they can't get this team together like this anymore, man, the fact that they went for broke, pushed all the chips to the table, and as of right now, it looks like it's going to pay off. I wish we could have did the same thing.
Think about it. I mean, wow. I mean, it's seven Super Bowl rings. That is crazy. And you know they're just going to be the odds-on favorite to do it again next year with this performance if they do pull off this performance and actually win.
Right.
So along with the Chiefs. So I heard I forget who I read this, but I forget what person said he put down $250,000 on Tom Brady to win this game. Now I don't know what his point spread was as far as like with the score, but the dude said he's spending like $250,000 on Tom Brady to win the Super Bowl for Tampa Bay. So I guess he stands to make some money from this game.
Right. Well, now it's saying 7 rings out of 12 trips to the Super Bowl. That's 10 trips to the Super Bowl, 7 rings.
Mm-hmm. That's 70% right there. That's a pretty good percentage.
The way Tom is playing, imagine if he wore a Saints uniform. Yep.
Yeah.
If Brady wins tonight, there's nothing else to play for. Yeah, that's true. Like, what are you playing for? Like, after that, like, people already like give him his credit for being the greatest quarterback of all time. I mean, you done beat every quarterback. Like, I mean, honestly, you have beaten every quarterback that people presented to you as, okay, this guy is the next, big thing, right? You beat Peyton Manning. You beat Aaron Rodgers, you beat Drew Brees, you beat Patrick Mahomes. Like, who else is out there that you can go up against? I mean, you got Josh Allen, you know what I'm saying? Like Josh Allen is emerging right now out there in Buffalo. You beat him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't win the division until you left.
Tom Brady clearly has the cheat code in being an NFL quarterback or whatever. I mean, obviously he elevates teams pretty much. He whatever it is, I mean, he has it in spades, so to speak. I mean, he just have it. You take a team like the New England Patriots. New England Patriots really never was maybe star-studded the last few years that he was there. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, he kind of elevated that team. I don't know how the hell they got to the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. To be honest with you, I thought the Chiefs had them won in that championship game. But I mean, he just have it. He got that it factor or whatever. Mahomes have it too, but they being outplayed at the line of scrimmage. Obviously, I mean that just is what it is. And if you could be somebody outplaying them at the line of scrimmage, offense and defense, I mean, you're gonna win a game most of the time, in my opinion.
All right, we got Patrick Mahomes flushed out of the pocket, which isn't new. Okay, he's throwing the ball down the field. He's going deep with it, and it is incomplete. We got a flag on a play. So what do we got here? What we got? We got Travis Kelce looking. All right, so we got holding on the defense. Finally, a flag on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I thought it was just one-sided game. I thought the flags were just designed for the Chiefs. We got Carlton Davis. Getting pass interference. Carlton Davis, the guy who a lot of people are saying that, he's one of the best cornerbacks in football right now. I mean, he's holding, anybody can be the best cornerback in football. You get away with some holding like that. Here we go. Patrick Mahomes throws the ball, gives it to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and he gets a few yards on the play. So, look, man, you can't be around this thing. You can't be around this thing lollygagging, pussyfooting around here if you're the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, look at it, 12 of 24, 80 yards and an interception. I mean, this is Patrick Mahomes we're talking about here. This is Stoney Case, Scott Mitchell we're talking about here. We're talking about the guy that's supposed to lead the NFL to the next stratosphere. Okay, we got a quick handoff, the leg handoff here. Clyde Edwards-Helaire runs over the defender, fights against the extra yards. Edwards, makes the tackle, the safety Edwards. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I tell you what, Kansas City Chiefs don't win in this game, but Clyde Edwards-Helaire is not the reason why they're losing. I would make an argument to say that they're probably losing because they didn't utilize him the right way.
These linebackers are giving Patrick Mahomes and these tight ends and they giving them the blues. I don't think the Chiefs are used to playing teams that have two stud, really fast and athletic linebackers like Levante David and Devin White.
Yeah,
I think that's kind of the story of the game too, to be honest with you.
All right, we got a flag on the play here. So we got a false start on the offense. And another insult to injury. Replay, first down. I gotta say, I mean, I'm just so confused here looking at these refs. In the first half, I mean, they played a huge role, sustained the drive for Tampa. And honestly, like I said, if you're sustaining the drive, just scoring touchdowns, other teams scoring field goals, it's only a matter of time before you make one team one-dimensional and get the result that you want, in my opinion. Well, here we go. Patrick Mahomes once again taps the ball, and again, it's incomplete. Levante David all over Travis Kelce. This is, I mean, you got to be frustrated if you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan. And you also got to be frustrated if you're a Chiefs player.
Well, it's not too late for Patrick Mahomes to catch fire either. But I don't worry about the Chiefs' offense. I have, in this game, but it's the fact that it's the defense. I mean, it's not. It's they haven't really stopped Tampa Bay, to be honest with you.
Right. Here we go, man. In a shotgun formation, throws the ball, and it is caught finally. A big-time play to Tyreek Hill for the first down. Guy draped all over him. No flag still. I mean, I just don't understand it, man. I don't understand, like, how these guys, what I'm saying, can grab and hold, and, I mean, nothing really comes of it. I mean, he got a little separation on that play, man, but it just seems like to me, man, you're always seeing that little bit of a tug of the jersey. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Hey, I know these flags are kind of unevenly distributed. I can tell you that much. 100 pass. What you said? Sorry.
I was saying I wouldn't mind it if they were just being fair, but I'm looking at like holding by Tampa Bay players as well, and then you turn around and you see the same thing from the like from the Bucks, and it seemed like it's like non-existent. I just don't get it.
100 penalty yards for Kansas City to 20 for Tampa Bay. That's crazy.
If you look at that, like this last play, like to end the third quarter, if you look at that, I mean, it pretty much tells the story. I mean, Patrick Mahomes went through his progression like 2 or 3 times, so that shows you right there the coverage of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But look, I like Patrick Mahomes. I think he is the future of the National Football League. No doubt about that. But even I have to say, this is maybe an insurmountable climb for him in this game. TJ, would you take Matt Ryan for Drew replacement? Would I take Matt Ryan for Drew Brees replacement?
Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no.
No, sir.
I agree wholeheartedly.
It may not be over. it may not be over. I mean, it ain't over until it's all scrolls. My goodness. I'm just wondering. I mean, you got a hologram Vince Lombardi walking out here giving these speeches. It's kind of creepy when you think about it, though. I get what they're trying to do. That's still a little creepy. I don't think Mahomes has ever beaten Brady, if I'm not mistaken. Now, that's not true. He beat Brady in the AFC Championship game last year. Oh, no, yeah. No, did he? No, I guess he didn't. No, I guess he.
They've only played, I want to say, twice, right? I think this is the second time, I believe. Yeah, that championship, that championship game. The one I think he lost to Tom Brady. That was the one in overtime, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was his first year. I think
he may have beat him in the regular season. I don't think never in the postseason. He did beat Brady 2 times. Okay, there we go. Red Pearl said it. They beat him twice, but not tonight. Beat him this year. Is we going to keep Marshawn Lattimore? I would hope we would. I'm talking about in the playoffs. Nah, he never beat him in the playoffs. He never beat him in the playoffs. Well,
you know what's so ironic about this game? The Chiefs are famous for making people kick field goals and everything. That's the exact same thing that's been happening to them in this game.
yep.
So they get in the red zone and they're forced to kick a field goal or whatever. They've been doing that to people all year.
Well, like I said, man, what a stellar performance by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. I can't even hate. I mean, if your defense if your defense gonna play like this, I don't care. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are, where you're from. You know, all I can tell you is this: like, you're gonna win a lot of football games if you carry a defense like this. Unfamiliar territory, 0 touchdowns through the first 3 quarters, first time in a Patrick Mahomes start. I mean, Tom Brady is spectacular, man. I mean, look, I'm pretty sure he's going to be Super Bowl MVP when it's all said and done with those stats. So not only are you a 43-year-old quarterback playing the Super Bowl, you're about to be a 43-year-old quarterback winning the Super Bowl MVP. Here we go. Patrick Mahomes, back to pass. Better hurry. Catches the pass is Travis Kelce. You're on mute, E.
If Tom Brady had 1 touchdown pass, let's be real. If he had 1 touchdown pass in this game, he's still gonna be Super Bowl MVP. Yeah. If he had five complete passes, it'll still make him Super Bowl MVP. I mean, just be honest.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you got Devin White, you got Levante David, you guys all around the football. Now you got a second down from my end here. We're going to full quarter here on the
stage. I'm sorry. Lord. I'm bad. My fault.
Look, we're all football fans here, so I mean, look, I understand your enthusiasm here, so no doubt about that. We got Patrick Mahomes. Looking forward to hearing what EJ is going to be screaming about here. We got Patrick Mahomes. What are we going to do here? Oh, wait a minute here. He throws and incomplete. Bringing up a 3rd and 9.
They got to catch me.
Let's see if what we got here. And right off the fingertips of Robinson. So
it is clearly a Tom Brady night. Clearly.
Here we go here. Okay. 0 completion. 0 of 7 on 3rd down for Patrick Mahomes. Unbelievable. Here we go here. We got Patty Mahomes flushing out of the pocket. I mean, down at the 30. Scrambling, rambling, stambling.
Man, that boy is running like a chicken with his head cut off out there.
And one hand pad by Pringle, but it looks like it's going to be incomplete. But I'll tell you what, man, the fact that he got that ball to Pringle in the back of the end zone just shows the arm talent of Patrick Mahomes. Wait a minute here. As you can see, you have Antoine Winfield Jr., who actually grabbed the arm of Pringle, but we're gonna leave that for another day. The fact that this guy got the ball to his receiver, even for him to have an opportunity to catch it, is nothing short of incredible. Here we go, 4th and 9.
As Lord knows, that play was broken like Matt Hardy.
I tell you what, man. Look.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Patrick Mahomes, 0 on the play clock.
The rest of the stuff is from the hair store.
A game or something. I mean, I gotta know. I mean, this is unbelievable stuff here, man. I'm just play clock issues.
A lot of stuff.
I mean, just I really don't know. Flags help Brady in the post, and that's a fact. Man, I don't know what the heck going on here. All I know is that you got to give credit to this defense. This defense of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is lights out tonight. Whether you like the team or not, this has been an impressive performance from start to finish so far. You know, for a start to this point, the game's not over yet, but You know, we see Eric Bieniemy, the offensive play caller, on the sidelines here. You know, a guy that's been in the news quite a bit. Hasn't got an opportunity to be a head coach. You know, very, very confusing to me. You know, but that's another story for another day. Here we go, 4th and 9. Patrick Mahomes snaps the ball. Here we go. Pressure all around. I mean, running for his life here. I mean, what are you going to do here? And he throws the ball off the side foot and incomplete. Devin White knocks the pass down. And, bruh, you're on mute, E. How in the heck? Like, even in even when plays break down, bro, like this dude is unbelievable, man. How in the world did he get? Oh my goodness.
I mean, I call Patrick Mahomes one of the I mean, I don't use this word loosely. As far as a perfect quarterback, obviously we seeing he has not quite as perfect as I once thought he was, but as far as things he could do as a quarterback, I mean, this dude checks boxes that a lot of people don't even know are there as far as quarterbacks or whatever. I mean, he's mobile. I mean, he can evade people. I mean, this guy can throw the ball to a lot of other people.
Man, there's not, bro. I don't think there's a quarterback in the National Football League can make a pass. You know what I'm saying? Can throw those 2 passes that he just threw on 3rd and 4th down. That's unbelievable.
But I think we just seen the nail in the coffin for the Kansas City Chiefs, though. I mean, if you can't score and you in the red zone, I mean, you're about 12 yards away. If you can't score, I mean, I think that's the nail in the coffin right there.
Yeah, it's pretty much over here, man. I mean, it's pretty much foregone conclusion. Oh man, this is just extremely frustrating to watch if you are a Saints fan, man, because like I said, this is a team that the Saints beat twice in the regular season. You know, like this is a team that the Saints matched up well against. You know what I'm saying? I think out of every team that the Saints, the Saints probably were the ones that had the best chance of beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they picked the worst time to play their worst football, man. No doubt about that. You're on mute, E.
They had the lead in that divisional round game and was going in. I think I talked about this. I was blue in the face, but that turnover was the turning point in this game, and your Tampa Bay just playing better than everybody at this point. I mean, in consecutive weeks you're going to knock off Green Bay and it should be Kansas City. So I mean, they deserve to be champion. I give the props what props do, and that Tom Brady effect is real for all of those who don't believe in it and think I'm just on some gibberish. It is real and it does exist.
Yeah, it definitely does exist, man. There's no doubt about it. Like I said, just watching this game, I mean, you couldn't, you can't help but to be impressed with what you see, man. Like for real, like I can't sit up here and hate. Like I'm, like people like I'm mad, I'm sick, my stomach, I don't want to see this, but I'd rather Tampa than a Falcons. Like if this was the Falcons doing this, I don't think I would be able to get through this whole review. Okay, I mean, look, Tampa, you know what I'm saying, is one of those teams that, like I said, they've been the redheaded stepchild of the NFC South for a while. You know what I'm saying? So to see them have some type of success, I mean, look, man, you gotta be happy for their fan base. I mean, like I said, it's the first time they made the playoffs since 2007, right? 2007. You know what I'm saying? And look, when they finally make the playoffs, they're about 12 minutes away from winning the Super Bowl. I mean, I hate to be, hate to be the bearer, you know what I'm saying, bearer of bad news, but look, we had these opportunities as Saints fans. You know what I'm saying? For these 4 years, the Saints have had teams good enough to win the Super Bowl or go to the Super Bowl. I mean, can't knock them for that.
This just goes to show you, or this just poses the question: how important is home field advantage? How important is it to win a whole bunch of games during the season? I think it's way better to be playing your best football in the last 4 games of the season than it is to come out and start off 10, 11, 12 and 0 or something like that. I think it's whoever plays the best football at the most opportune time when it matters the most. I think that's usually the team that winds up in the Super Bowl.
Right.
Usually, a lot of the time, those wild card teams wind up in the Super Bowl because they catch fight.
Right.
Tampa Bay is a prime example of that. I mean, they had some things when they lost to Kansas City, they went to 7-5. They haven't lost a game ever since then, and that put a belief that they could be Kansas City. And hell, look what they're doing now.
Yeah, and not to mention, this isn't the same offense that Kansas City seen the first time. The first time it was more Bruce Arians dominant. You know, Bruce Arians had his system. He wanted to do things his way. He wanted to be Frank Sinatra. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to do things his way. But here's the thing, you know, like when you realize that you have an all-time great quarterback, he went out there and he finally humbled himself and made it a more Tom Brady-friendly offense. I mean, they've taken off since. You know, and somebody is saying, Justin says, Tom Brady don't get no credit for this. I disagree. I completely disagree, man. I don't think that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers would win a Super Bowl if they had another quarterback under center.
No, sir.
It's not. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we want to hate all day, but as much as we respect and like Jameis, I don't think they'd be in the Super Bowl right now if Jameis Winston was the quarterback. It's just certain things. It's just certain things that a quarterback that's a veteran that knows what he's doing, that's all-time great, can bring to this team. I mean, look, Tampa probably believed that they were a good football team. You know, like, you know, it's like at the beginning of the season, if Tampa had a good team, they could be like, man, we're a good playoff team. But when they signed Tom Brady back in March, that's what they believe, that they can be a Super Bowl team. It's a difference.
Here's another thing to think about too. Another question. Do you think Kansas City came into this game overconfident, just expecting to win, or just thinking that it was going to win, and Tampa Bay probably got a whiff of that?
Right.
And do you think that was the case in this game?
Well, I don't know. I really don't. I just think that the Kansas City Chiefs were a confident bunch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think about them, they went 14-2 in the regular season. Week 17, they had pretty much everything wrapped up, so they didn't play. But, you know, like, they just felt like they were a better football team. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't think that they came in overconfident. I mean, they understand the threat that, you know, that Tom Brady had, you know what I'm saying, gives them. They understand that. And they know the weapons that Tampa has. But, I mean, it's one thing, you know what I'm saying, for you to, you know, say that you're the better football team, but you got to go out there and show it. And Kansas City, on this day, they didn't show it. A lot of people felt like the Kansas City Chiefs won borrowed time anyway. You know, a lot of the games were like close, you know, and it was kind of tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was kind of phone booth type games. So, you know, some people thought it was just a matter of time before the bottom fell out, and it's going to happen at one of the worst times.
Yeah, here's the thing about this. Sorry, go ahead. You got a question?
Says the NFL is going to become like NBA, go play where your friends play at. Well, I don't think so, because of the power of the salary cap. And here's the thing, man. When you lose all those years and you're getting all these draft picks, they're going to pay dividends to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have a front office that knows a little about what they're doing, look at Scotty Miller. Most likely, is there going to be a flag? No. Okay. What they want. I don't know what they're going to do on this one, but back to what I was saying, like, if you have a front office that, you know, can pick a little bit, you're always picking in the top 5, top 10. Eventually, those picks are going to pay dividends. Here's the thing, E. When you're picking in the top 10, top 5 for the last 3-4 years, you have your guys on rookie deals, and then you can go out there and get guys like Tom Brady, guys like Gronk. You can go out there and get guys like AB and, you know what I'm saying, Jason Pierre-Paul and sign back and Ndamukong Suh. You can do those things. Other teams who probably had success and probably had those rookies playing with contracts, it's hard for you to do things like that. That's one of the reasons why the Philadelphia Eagles, went out there free agency and got some guys. Why Carson Wentz was still young. So I'm a big Jameis guy. His intangibles are going to need to get better. Yeah, I think we agree, but that just comes with the territory. Go face it. Congratulations to the coach. Cheated the whole time. They'll be the greatest cheat of all time.
Yeah, think about Jameis Winston. I think that the Saints have a quarterback friendly offense. It's not like Tampa Bay where you throw and throw some more. The Saints have a quarterback friendly offense, and we've been needing somebody with a big arm like his for, some years now. You don't see those Devery Henderson and those long routes that we used to have or whatever. So we need somebody. We need to get back to that so we can kind of open up the offense. And if he is the answer, should wrap our arms around this dude and be as big as cheerleader or whatever. But I think Sean Payton to help him work on those mechanics and those intangibles.
Yeah, I think so too. I just think that. Man, I just think that Jameis just needs an opportunity and need a coach that can get behind him to make him a better quarterback. I just think that people kind of just fall for this whole 30 interception thing and just tie it up and just say, oh, therefore he's no good. And they just completely negate the way that he played the years before he threw those 30 interceptions. So I don't know, man. I just think that guys need opportunities. I just think that they need opportunity. I think the circumstance matters. I don't think just because you're a good player that you can overcome bad coaching. That's not true. I think that you need the right coach. I want him to get 10 at this point. Why not? NFL is laughable ever since the clown commissioner. That's no risk it, no biscuit with trash. Yeah. And because he shut that whole no risk it, no biscuit thing down, now all of a sudden they're a better team. Brady changed the whole chemistry in the locker room. Yeah. When you have the greatest quarterback of all time walk into your locker room, you automatically just believe that you're going to win football games. It's a fact. Man, look, you ain't about to have that same type of enthusiasm with no Jameis Winston as your quarterback. You're not. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to him. You're not going to have that same type of enthusiasm when you have just a regular solid quarterback like a Jimmy Garoppolo. You're not, like, the guy just basically makes you better. He makes you better. You know what I'm saying? Like, he makes you more confident. Think about how many times, like, we watch this game. The Saints are down by 2 touchdowns. All of a sudden we like, well, we got Drew. Imagine, those players feel the same way. All right, here we go. So a lot of prevent defense being played right now.
Yeah, man. Brady got rings. And them players, if they trying to get a ring and you coming up in there where you got about 5 or 6 of them, guess what? You automatically got their respect. Hell, you got more rings than the coach.
Yeah.
You might as well be the coach or whatever. So they're gonna come in and respect
you. Yeah. Somebody said, Jerome says TJ, I think Drew Brees was being selfish if he knew his shoulder was hurt. I think we all kind of feel the same way. We respect the guy going out there giving it the old college try, but I just think that I don't know. I think that we see this with the whole Carson Wentz thing, right? Like Carson Wentz gets a Super Bowl ring, but Nick Foles gets all the credit. But we don't even look at the fact that Carson Wentz was, like playing at an MVP type level. He wasn't playing like an MVP type level, before he got hurt and tore everything that he had in his leg. And I just feel like Drew. I feel like Drew felt the same way. Like, let's just say if Drew would have ended up getting hurt, Jameis would have came in, helped the Saints get over the hump. It would have been like he got carried. So maybe he was thinking about that. But we got a flag on the play. I don't know exactly what it is. Maybe maybe it was roughing from the looks of it.
Yeah, they pretty much harassed Patrick Mahomes on that last play. Something fierce. They hit that. They sandwiched him. It was about two or three Tampa Bay Buccaneers just cracked into him, hit him in the head and whatnot. It's open season on Patrick Mahomes right about now, as you can expect with with the game going like it is. It's open season on that boy.
Yeah. Look at him slinging them down to the ground, pushing them. I mean, ham sandwich the dude, bent them up. I don't know, man. Look, I mean, we can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We can say this, but here's the thing. You want to be physical, man. And Kansas City, they got out physical today, man. Here we go. Good pass. First down by Travis Kelce, who seems to be the only receiver in this game.
Right about that.
I mean,
is that Vega out there?
Yeah, Vita Vea is out there.
Wow. I mean, I haven't seen him play all year, but I guess this is the biggest game of the year.
He's been dealing with injuries, but he's out there, man. I mean, you got the Samoan SWAT team out there, and Ndamukong Suh and Vita Vea. So,
that guy, that's probably the two of the strongest tandem of I'm not even gonna say inside linemen. Just football players in the NFL, I think, together.
Hey man, look. Hey, when you got a guy that got hanging out his helmet that's not named Azalone, most likely, you know what I'm saying, he's probably the most toughest guy on your team.
Oh yeah. You need somebody to move some stuff out of your apartment. Those are two dudes to do it. You need a car move. Right. Those are the two to do it.
Anybody that that can hang out with Roman Reigns, you know what I'm saying, and the Usos, Keisha and Yokozuna and them, you know what I'm saying? They're some tough guys, man. Why does it feel like the Saints? Why does it feel like the Saints lost watching the Chiefs? Maybe because the Saints play in the same division as the team that's about to win. Maybe I don't know. I mean, it's pretty much, you know what I'm saying. Pretty much this game is over, and it's just pretty much everything is pretty much over, but the shouting.
I mean, the fact of the matter is, the Saints had a chance to be here and they blew it.
Yeah.
And I'm a Saints fan saying this. They pretty much blew it. Exactly. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, it's no accident that they had 4 turnovers in a game. I mean, our quarterback was not careful with what he threw the ball. We had receivers who wasn't careful about catching it and protecting it. Right. And we had our chance. I think the better team that day won. The goal is to get possessions for your offense and score touchdowns. They did it better than we did. We at home, and we about to watch them raise the Lombardi trophy. So, I mean, I'm a little upset about it, but I mean, at the same time, I'm like, it is what it is. We had our chance. Now they got somebody. This is interesting. We got somebody that's actually running to the field on the football field. So they turned the camera around. Thank goodness he have on clothes. But yeah, always interesting.
Yeah, I always got that guy that's trying to get his 15 minutes of fame, but I just hope that he just worked it, because he's going to be banned from all NFL events in the future. So,
and yes, he will be banned, and hopefully he gets the ass whooping that he so rightfully deserved for running on the field during a football game.
Here we go. We got the pass right here, tipped up and almost intercepted on a 1st and 20. I mean, Tampa is really taking this. They really do not want to see Kansas City get into this end zone. They're really trying hard here to make sure that they do not get into the end zone. But look, there's a silver lining here, and if we're gonna find like a silver lining, you have to give credit, to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers coaching staff. I mean, a majority all black coaching staff here, man. From Ty Byron Leftwich, special teams coach that they have. I mean, but we got a clown on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like I see what you're talking about here. Some guy just want to run on the field, get his attention. Shouts out to those NFL players not even giving this guy like the time of day. Like,
I wonder if you get a flag for tackling them. I mean, I'd like to see one of these NFL guys, like, that would be funny. He's running on some unsuspecting linebacker, just come up and just blow him up. I mean, I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I think if you run on that field, I mean, you get what happens to you.
The NFL scripted this for Tom Brady, not Tampa Bay. Well, I don't know who they scripted it for, but I mean, Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 5 minutes away from being world champions, folks. So, like I said, I mean, I wish I could just sit up here and just be like super bitter and stuff like that, but I'm not. You know, like I mean, the Saints had an opportunity. You know, they had opportunity to be in these positions, and they haven't. You know what I'm saying? They not in this position, and they can blame nobody but themselves. Absolutely nobody but themselves.
You remember that old Luther Vandross song? One Shining Moment. They used to play it at hell. They still play it after the NCAA tournament, like after the game. Yeah, you know how I do. I don't turn the TV off till I hear that song. Then I'm like, the season over. That's kind of what the Saints had. They had their one shining moment to beat Tampa Bay, get to the Super Bowl, or get to the championship, then the Super Bowl, and hell, they fumbled it. I mean, that happens pretty much. I mean, it's not like the Rams game. Well, I mean, I'm not even going into that, but I mean, they just fumbled it away.
Like people getting mad at like Myron. I mean, this is a good point. He says, TJ, we're gonna be mad at someone. We're gonna only be mad at ourselves. Yep. Pretty much.
Yep.
I mean, you're the one that put this team together. You're the one that put this team together. You're the one that constructed this team to, you know, I mean, get to that point. It's a Super Bowl caliber team, and you haven't done so. Looks like the best two teams in the NFL are from the NFC South. Well, the best team in football is from the NFC South, and that's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, look, they're going to win the Super Bowl, so can't argue with that. You know,
Patrick Mahomes is out here getting cream, like corn cream. Oh my goodness! I mean, they might have to take him out of the game.
Mm-hmm. Well, somebody said Peyton kept Breeze too long. I don't want to say he kept him too long. He just they didn't have like a backup plan. They don't. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have a backup plan for Drew.
I think they might have had a backup plan for him. The thing about it is, I don't know if Drew Brees was supposed to be playing for the Saints this long. Most likely, potentially. You think about that Rams game. I'm gonna go back to the Rams game. Go back to that game in the championship. If the Saints win that game, they can get the Super Bowl, win or lose. Does he actually still play for the Saints if they lose that game, or does he retire?
Good question. I see what you're talking about. Dominican Sue coming.
And he just got a wow. That is stupid. Wow.
I put it to you like this: if they would have hit Tom Brady the way they just hit Patrick Mahomes, there's nowhere in the world that wouldn't have been no flag. But 3rd and 33.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They creamed him on that play. And I know they had helmet to helmet on that too.
But here we go. 3rd and 33, Tyreek Hill. I mean, look. He only can do so much at this particular point. I really this has been a lights out performance. I haven't seen a defensive performance like this since the Seattle Denver Broncos game. Like, I got to go back this far.
Yep, in New York, which they should never have another Super Bowl again, in my opinion. I mean, whose idea was it to have a Super Bowl in New York in February, no less, or Jersey, not New York, Jersey? That was crazy.
I don't think you're ever gonna see that again. I don't know. You had one in Minnesota, but that's a dome stadium. Here we go again. We throw it.
That's it.
Throws it, and it is incomplete. Antoine Warfield Jr. chunking up the deuce. Antoine Warfield just got a penalty for chunking up the deuce.
I still can't believe all of the opportunities that Kansas City. Yeah, they've been outplayed on the line of scrimmage. I can't believe all the opportunities they had in the red zone. They've been in the red zone, I believe I counted, aside from the field goal, take away this field goal. Aside from that, I want to see 3 times. And they come away with like no points. That's crazy.
I mean, this man chunking up the dudes to Tyreek Hill, which is pretty funny, dude. Man, that dude Antoine Warfield. I mean, I seen him coming when he was at Minnesota, man. Like, be special.
Yeah, he's more of a ball hawk than his. I mean, his daddy was good too. His dad was more like a man-to-man corner. Winfield, I mean, he's slot free safety, something like that. He's more of he's a ball hawk. I mean, he gets the ball. He gets script fumbles, script sack fumbles. He gets interception. Any way you can turn over that ball, he can be. You seem to always be around the ball too.
I tell you what, boy, I do a lot of people boy, Vegas made some money tonight. I tell you that right now.
Think about the beginning of the year when Tom Brady first said he was coming to Tampa. Tampa's odds of going to the Super Bowl went up, right? And a lot of people all year, especially us coming up out of the NFC South, had to hear about, man, Tampa going to the Super Bowl, bro. In the middle of the year, you like, man, them boys ain't going nowhere. But now look at them. In the Super Bowl, like they about 3 minutes away from actually winning.
Right.
To all the prognosticators, I guess they wind up being right after all, huh?
Yep, I guess so. I mean, it's hard to watch, but they were the better team. Can't knock them for that.
I don't know. Like I said earlier, I mean, how important really is home field advantage? I'd rather take a team that, yeah, we could slump early in the year, maybe to October, November. But if that last month we start getting hot, I'd take that over going 12 and 13-0, in my opinion. Looking at history in the NFL, especially the last 10 years, go back to the Giants when they played the New England Patriots, back when they had Jim Fossil. I mean, they look terrible. And then they get on that, they get barely in the playoffs. Then they start just beating everybody up. Like winning a lot of these games can mask a lot. I mean, it can cover up a lot of things that your team need to be good at, but not. I don't know what the line was for Kansas City, but coming in at 14-2. Then you got Tampa Bay getting hot. I mean, I take the hot team every time now.
Yeah, I mean, shouts out to Tampa Supreme. Thank you very much for $5, man. Congratulations to you, man. I mean, you all the Super Bowl champion. You know, so congratulations to you. I know you're excited about that. And everybody, you know, so all the Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, man. Congratulations to y'all. Man, E, we about to go ahead and wrap this up, man. You know, about to head to work. Final thoughts before we get up out of here.
I mean, yeah, the thing about it is these two teams could be right in this situation next year. We don't know if Tom Brady's going to be back. I mean, he might have an announcement to make, maybe pull a Drew Brees and wait till about March to make the announcement. But at the same time, I mean, this is the Chiefs we're talking about. Patrick Mahomes only been in the league 3 years. I mean, mostly everybody on their team young. There's no reason why they can't represent the AFC in the Super Bowl again next year. And the year after that and the year after that. So, I mean, they just went up against it. He went up against a high team. A wild card team has always played hungrier. And a team that so happened to be playing in their home stadium.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I didn't mean to cut you off. How in the world can a guy get a taunting penalty? And how in the world can a team get a taunting penalty and it's the Tampa Bay ball? I thought that would have gave Kansas City automatic first down.
A first down, right? I don't know, bro. I have no idea. The game, it was a 4th and 10. Taunting penalties, that's an unsportsmanlike conduct. That's 15-yard penalty. Well, where I come from. So, but I have no idea. I looked up and Tampa Bay got the ball.
Maybe they said after the play, but I'm just saying, like, I've never seen unsportsmanlike conduct penalty called on a defensive player and then put an automatic first down. I don't know. Funny.
I don't know. When you're the Tampa Bay led, go ahead. You go ahead.
Oh, no, you can go ahead, man. This man got 7 championships.
I say when you're the Tampa Bay, or when you're the Tom Brady led Tampa Bay Patriots. I mean, Tom Brady led team or whatever. I mean, like I said, don't it always seem like when he play, he always seem to get calls that's friendly to his teams, though? I mean, it always seemed like that to me.
Let me get some of them. Let me get some of them Tom Brady flags. You know what I'm saying? Please. I don't care, man. At this point,
Yeah.
thank you very much for the
Yeah.
4.99 cents. They got the ball because it was after the play. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like I was saying, it was probably after the play. But like I said, it looked like they're about to be the Super Bowl champions. On my television, it's about 3 minutes left on the clock, and about to go ahead and just wrap this show up, man. But thank y'all so much for checking out the Super Bowl edition. Tom Brady going deep. Try to get it to AB. Thank y'all so much for checking out the State of the Saints podcast, live Super Bowl edition. Thank you for all those that watched from start to finish. Congratulations once again to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hopefully, the New Orleans Saints can be somewhere near the Super Bowl next year, instead of just watching on TV like us. And subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com, search The State of the Saints podcast. Also, facebook.com, search The State of the Saints podcast. Check out the State of the Saints and the State of the Game podcast, and also TJ Knows Wrestling podcast. And let everybody know about Pick Six podcast that you got, man.
All right, now we got a Pick Six Blog Worlds podcast. We do shows on Anchor. We just wrapped up episode number 25 this morning, previewing Super Bowl weekend. You had the NFL honors. You had the Hall of Fame names coming out and everything. I even talked about how Doug Flutie won the 24/7 championship, which I thought was funny as hell, but I brought that up anyway because it happened this weekend. And I gave my prediction, which I could see I obviously was wrong. But check that out on Pick Six Blog Worlds podcast on Anchor. You can follow me on Instagram at Pick Six Blog World and EJ the Sports Fan on Twitter also. And I also have a Facebook page where I show a lot of my videos and everything. That's Pick Six Blog Worlds podcast Facebook page. So you can follow me at any one of those. We're gonna be getting to the slowly chugging it along, but just hit me up on any of those platforms.
Okay, man. Yeah, definitely check out Pick Six Blog World. And also follow me on social media, man, on Twitter at State of Saints. Y'all have a great and productive night. Don't empty out your liquor cabinet. There are better days ahead for the Saints. And just congratulate the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. Like, there's nothing we can do about it. They're going to be the world champs, and I know you're probably going to get tired of hearing about it, but they deserve bragging rights, ladies and gentlemen. Who that nation and sports fans all around the world. Thank you all for checking us out. Like always, if you're watching on the State of the Saints podcast, all I got to say is who that. And if you're watching on the State of the Game podcast, all I got to say is game on.